Welcome to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha is here. The fish tank is magnifique. It looks so good.
So on the line with us from our medical marijuana advertiser.
Our partner. I was just over there. I just went crazy with the indicas because you guys have a lot of new stuff.
Yeah, we were just looking, me and Samantha, on Truliev's website
It's too
of some
much.
product. She was asking me about the capsules, and I'm like, I am a capsule man.
You are a capsule man.
I like the 10 milligram sativa capsules and then 10 milligram indica capsules.
They
one
call
before
me,
bed.
Yeah, you like that. They call me True Stick Danny. Sam, you like the True Stick, right?
I got the True Pod.
Well, the little pods you put in the True Stick.
Yes.
That's the way to go.
Skylar's on the line. How you doing, Skylar?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good. And of course, we're talking about Trulieve, and they got a really good, cool promotion coming up called the 12 Days of Cannabis. And,
All right, I like the sound of that.
And basically, it's a new discount every single day for 12 days straight. And what we're going to remind people is you got to follow Trulieve on all social media because they release it.
It's the only way to save money. It's the best. I walked into your store 2 days ago and had a deal set up. I ordered all my stuff online, and I was just breezing in for a quick pickup. But I just happened to land on a day where the actual deal was better than the deal I already got. So I didn't even need to use any of my points, and I walked out with like 3 extra carts for about $100. And it was literally a value.
Wow.
It was like a value. And then the bud tender or however you want to like call them, they were like, "Sir, this deal right here is way better. You can save 40% off your order." I'm like, "Sign me up, truly."
Yeah. And they're awesome about that too. They'll let you know, like.
I don't want to say you guys have too many discounts, but I'm just saying there are a
It's
lot of discounts.
So, Skylar, tell us about the 12 Days of Cannabis.
Yeah, so we do 12 days every single year. It's a huge hit. So every day, usually in past planning, is a different sale. So it can be anywhere from 20% off to 30% off store-wide to 30% off, $200 or more, whatever it may be. So they're really, really good sales. And then we also have specific merch that we give out during that time.
Okay.
That's holiday Truly branded. So last year we had Truly Santa hats. We had Truly stockings.
That's cool.
We have a ton of different merch. So even if you only need maybe a pre-roll, go in there so that you can get the merch that we have during those 12 days because it's pretty cool.
Yeah, the stuff that you guys do, and hats off again, pun intended, because we had a bunch of the bucket hats. We've had lip balm.
People love them. Yeah.
My wife loved the lip balm that we had. It lasts.
Yep.
My daughter loved. I mean, the products you guys give away are really good things. So I'm gonna have to get myself a Santa hat.
Skylar just informed me that she's sending Eric Merchman a new box of Trulieve merch to give out for our promotion.
Love it.
And I'll remind everybody, our promotion is basically when you go to Trulieve for anything and you buy anything, just go to tomanddan.com. You'll see it on the front page.
There's a link there.
And you'll see big Trulieve.
Look for the word
web ad.
Trulieve. That's the easiest thing to do.
And then all you have to do is submit your name, address, and proof of what you bought, a picture of the product, a receipt, and whatever, and we'll mail you a prize for free, 100% free. And Skylar just informed me that we're getting some new Trulieve beanies and some other stuff.
I love a beanie.
I love a beanie, too.
We're going to throw in there maybe a coffee mug. Like some random people are getting some cool prizes.
Yeah, we'll mix it up a little bit.
And we always throw Tom and Dan stuff in there, but it's as easy as that. It's all free, gets sent to your house.
And I don't say this, like we're bad with links on the show and promotion, but I'm going to go ahead and say it in our chat room right now if you're listening to this. The link, Sam put the Jot Form link in there for the Trulieve deal. So if you're really lazy and you're listening to this on Twitch, just find the link in the chat and click it. You're good to go, man. Submit your form there, and pretty soon you'll have a gift in your hands.
Yeah, and from now to the end of the year, I know Eric's throwing in those brand new front license plate BDM, that we got from Villain. So that's going to be thrown in there. That's for sale for $10 on our website. So that and some other cool stuff, you're getting basically $20 of cool stuff for free.
When do you get to chill out a little bit? Skylar, you seem like you're always working, always. How many hundreds of stores did you open this week?
There's new store openings.
I know.
There is. So we opened our 111th store this morning about an hour and 40 minutes ago in Okeechobee. I know, right?
Wow.
So that's really exciting, though, because, I mean, have you ever been to Okeechobee before?
You know, this is a
There's
strange...
nothing there.
This is a strange... Well, there is now. I mean, this is a strange... My daughter is obsessed with the word Okeechobee. She thinks it sounds funny, so she just says, like, Okeechobee, Okeechobee.
You know, you're right, because Lake Okeechobee is the biggest lake in Florida, so you'd think it would be more of an attraction.
You can't have
and
anything
it's not.
there. There's no lake. There's no land. You can't build a...
It's all marsh.
I call it the Florida Eye because it does look like...
Totally.
It's like a hole in the state.
Yeah.
Well, and what we're doing is we're making sure that everyone has access to the plant, right? So even in these little towns where there's not a lot of people, you maybe have 2 grocery stores, there is still a cannabis store there, a dispensary there, so that you can get the medicine. It's just as accessible as going to a CVS or a Walgreens, right? So we're really making sure that every little town, big or small, has a dispensary there so you can get the medical cannabis that you need.
I would venture to guess at with 111 stores, you can't be far anywhere in Florida from a True Leaf store, right? I mean, it can't be.
It's like
Probably
Disney,
not.
like Disney trash cans. When you're in a theme park, they say that you're never more. What does it say? Is it 10 feet?
I wonder.
I think it's 10 feet. You're never more than 10 feet away from a Disney trash can. It's kind of like you're never
That
more
is
than
so
about
funny.
maybe 20 miles
Maybe
at the most.
If you're dead center of the Everglades, maybe it's either you
got
go,
bigger problems
you have
if you're dead center of the Everglades.
Well, you have to go right to
What
Florida
happened?
or left to Naples, but you'll find. I mean,
Yeah, if you're dead center of the Everglades, you
maybe-
did something wrong and somebody left you out there.
Yeah.
But you're close to a True Leaf location, and by the way, any location in Florida is obviously a part of our promotion.
For sure.
So, and
We don't care where you're at. Just use True Leaf, and we
Yeah.
want to hear about it because it really does help us out, and we love being able to show Skylar and her team, that you guys are doing it.
And Skylar, last but not least, let's talk about the new in-house brand, Muse.
Yes, yeah. So last Wednesday, so a little over a week ago, we launched a new in-house brand called Muse. We like to say activate your inner muse. So it's all about activating creativity, your inner artist, right? So that's going to be anything from like you're a musician and you are using Muse products to activate your creative mind, or you're a painter, whatever it may be, right? So we launched that. The first thing that we launched was Vape Cart. It is going to be heavily concentrate line. So we're going to have everything from your wax, butters, those sort of things. So it's going to be more concentrates than anything else. But the first product that we launched on Wednesday was a Vape Cart.
I have it.
You do?
Yeah,
Good.
I have that cart. The only thing I will say is that it does tend to lean creatively heavy. So be careful with this cart if you're, let's say, if you sit down and start playing video games and you're tooting it, you may not go to bed. You may be playing for a little while because I was having a good time, and maybe I stayed up a little too late. But it was very good.
You could paint an unbelievable painting, but you'll forget where you left your paintbrush. That's all right. Yeah, the first 15 minutes,
That's
like,
all
where'd I
right.
put my paintbrush?
Yeah, the chat room's asking me if I enjoyed it. Yes, very much so. It is very good. And for instance, now I don't know particularly what day this was. It's all running together, but I know when I did get it, I was taking advantage of the fact that you guys were rolling out new product, and there was actually a deal on this Muse cart. I believe this was one of the more value-priced carts that I bought.
Yep.
And it was like at a price point where they want you to try it and give feedback. So do what I did. Pick it up, give it a try, and see if you like it. But the price point on it is perfect, and I think it is exactly what has been advertised. It is very creative and leans more toward it's indica, but not with the ultimate watch a movie couch lock. It's more of a indica with a you can still get things done. You're just a bit more creative. It's for Legos, okay? I did Legos.
yeah.
Perfect for Legos.
It'll lock you in.
It'll lock you into those Legos just like Legos lock into themselves.
And also
Yeah.
we'll mention that that True Leaf offers recycling programs if you for all the stuff like you, I know the gummies I get from True Leaf come in like a plastic child-proof container.
Just
you
put
know,
them all in your True Leaf bag
Yeah.
and bring that next time you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and then all the empty
Carts.
carts.
I bring my carts, yeah.
and they'll recycle them for you. So
Because it
I did
seems
not know
weird.
that.
You feel weird. You don't know what to do with them. You know what I do is they give you that little. Now they've switched to like that little tiny. It's like a handle bag instead of the big paper bag. It's like a nice little, like a slim bag.
Yeah.
I put that on the back door of my closet, and then when a cart's done, I drop it in there. So it's just it's out of the way. It's in my closet, my personal space, and then I take it to True Leaf when I'm done.
Yep. And we encourage everyone to recycle, obviously. I mean, you can recycle almost anything that you purchase right to your vape carts. Like you were saying, you can definitely recycle those, except I think the only ones you can't recycle are like the True Pods and Bellows.
Gotcha.
I want to say you can't.
Not a lot of metal in those. They're mostly plastic or
or like the
urethane.
syringes with the concentrate, hard to recycle.
Yeah, so the syringes, like the True Clear and R, so you can't. But everything else, you can. So, like your capsule bottles, like if either of you use the capsules, you can take that in and recycle it, obviously, because it's plastic, right? Like your pre-roll containers, all of that stuff you can take in and you just drop it off. You can keep it in your bag, like you said, drop it off, and we'll take it.
There you go.
Awesome. Well, Skylar, thanks so much for talking to us today and telling us about all the promotions going on at True Leaf. And again, whatever you buy, submit and get your free gift.
We love it.
We're going to have some brand new stuff and some more stuff at the beginning of the year. And we'll talk to you next year, Skylar. And
Happy holidays. We hope you have a wonderful.
Yeah.
I hope you get some time off too, because I know you work so hard.
Yeah.
Thanks. I will. I get a whole week off.
Yeah. Well, enjoy it, and we can't wait to talk to you
Thank
soon.
you.
All right.
Of course. You guys too.
See you,
All right.
Skylar.
Take care.
Bye.
That was cool.
Man, it's awesome. We
Yeah,
have
Muse
medical
is good,
marijuana.
Dude. Muse is good. There are times when I sit back. Last night I kind of did, where I sat back. I was out on the balcony, and things here. I'm not going to say things here are stressful, but we got a lot of work to do. I'm trying to keep a positive
Well, it's
attitude.
crunch time at the end of the
It
year.
is crunch time, but I kind of enjoy it. It's hard, but I'm not going to complain. I enjoy it. I was sitting out on the balcony, and my Christmas lights are on, and there's something about sitting on my balcony when they're lit by that oddly multicolored Christmas light. I don't know what it is. It is nostalgic for me. It activates chemicals within my brain that are probably have been there since I was a child. I get filled with Christmas spirit, if you want to call it that. I grabbed my brand new True Leaf Muse. I had a Topo Chico with a fresh slice of lime in it. I'm sitting on my balcony. I toot. I sit there and say, this is not bad at all. This is pretty damn good right here.
Yeah, 100%.
I got my dogs out there. My daughter's running around, got a little Christmas music on. It's not bad at all.
So, when is like basically the 0 hour for regular shipping for Christmas time for all the gifts? It's got to be close, right?
I think
because with how busy.
I think the 15th is usually when I start to pucker a little bit. In that I know that Merchman for our stuff has said 17th, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's local and stuff like
God,
that.
that's cutting it close for me, man. 15 still puckers me.
It seems like so many people ordering stuff that how the hell can you handle it? Like, how can the United States Postal Service and FedEx and
Well, they're
UPS
not.
and Amazon? Yeah.
A lot of things. We just had our neighbor knock on our door saying that their package got lost.
Yeah.
So-
Well, she's to her credit. She's done that a lot, and she.
Well,
orders
we
a-
have stolen her packages.
Well, no,
before.
we didn't
It's an
steal it.
accident.
We brought it inside for safekeeping. We also
Accidentally
gave it
stole.
back to her, right?
Yes.
So that doesn't count. But she orders a lot of packages. I think the people that complain about porch pirates, I feel like, are the people that are ordering so many packages that the pirates know they have packages. Nobody has ever stolen. I hate to be a Tom on this, but I'm going to be a Tom. I'm going to do Miami Friend Syndrome. I have never had a package stolen, so I think all you people complaining about it are exaggerating it. I don't think it's an epidemic.
It seems.
I also don't think heroin is an epidemic, and I also think the moon landing was fake.
Well, it seems inefficient to steal people's Amazon packages because how
You're gonna get like dog food,
Yeah,
or,
how
or
often-
But it's
you're
just like the Tom and Dan mystery box.
no,
it's
but
a
it's
mystery.
but it's a crappy mystery box.
Yeah,
Like anything
But how
around.
often could you get something good?
Not at my house. You know what you're gonna
Rare.
get?
But you just throw it away. If you
You know
don't
what
want
you're
it.
gonna get at my house
Yeah.
every week or every month. You'll get a box of contact lens solution. Boom, there you go. Enjoy
Every
it.
month. She's burning through
She
that
got
solution.
big eyeballs. Big, fat eyeballs.
Because it seems like
It's her worst feature. I always tell her, I'm like, you have obese eyeballs.
every time you go up to a porch to steal a package, you're taking a gamble that they don't have a Ring
And most
doorbell.
people do, yeah.
And most people do now, so you're going to be on camera.
But that's okay because the Ring doorbell does nothing. It's just a picture of me stealing your package. You can't get me on that.
Well,
I
no.
can yell at you.
Yeah, you can, but I'm just
yeah.
being honest. I don't think that you show that to the police. Look, here's the man. They're like, yeah, we can't do anything about it.
Post it on social media.
You put it on the Nextdoor app, and you talk about how you're like, oh, it's black people are ringing our doorbells because you're racist.
The problem is, though, if you do get caught, they may have a video of you doing this in other instances, and then they can pile on the charges. They did that with the kid that broke into my car.
Oh, I'm wrong. The chat room says I'm wrong. They've all had packages stolen. Okay, I'm wrong.
Everybody?
I've never had one, man.
I've never had a package stolen.
I mean,
although Crystal orders so much garbage that I may not even know.
I had a,
well,
I
no,
had
but
an
that's
old
still
Nemo.
you. That's still not you. That's her. If she gets a package, like maybe Andrea's had her contact lens solution or dog food. We get Nutro dog food and we get contact lens solution fluid.
Where would it be most? Okay, so if you live, see, it seems like
yes, like we have somebody in the chat room that hasn't had a package stolen either. Maybe we're just better than people. It's kind of like getting COVID. It's like if you haven't gotten COVID, you're a little bit better than all the people that got it.
Well,
right?
let's
just
think
a little bit.
like
A little stronger.
in
A
Baldwin.
little stronger, yeah.
In Baldwin, there's like the houses are so close together that and so many people probably
Harder
do have
to steal a
rings.
package.
There's a lot of foot traffic.
And there's
Yeah.
there's foot
You'll
traffic
get
and people.
seen.
So it's like, and then where are you going to park? I guess you could park right in front of your house and run out and steal it. But it's like, you probably want to target. You want to target the rich because they're getting the most expensive stuff. Like you don't want to go to a poor neighborhood and steal their Amazon packages, right?
No,
Like,
better packages. I think maybe in the poorer neighborhood.
no, I mean they're ordering less expensive stuff, right? Just based on
like TVs.
Income,
Okay,
yeah.
but rich people, there's a weird spot with rich people. Okay, for instance, if you're going to steal a TV, the only way you're going to find that TV is in a poor neighborhood. It isn't going to be in a rich neighborhood because rich people are going to call the people that come in. They bring the truck. They do the install. They're hiding it behind the drywall. They're running the cables. They're doing the surround sound. They got the Sonos. They got the Bose.
Yeah, but if you're ordering a TV for
If you're
delivery,
poor, you're not ordering a TV. That's number one. You're going to
You're
the Walmart when
it, you
it's
think
clearance.
So?
Yeah.
You don't think poor people save their money and order TVs
Or they wait for
cheap
Black
on
Friday.
on Amazon?
No.
They may,
Or Walmart delivery,
but they're
something?
tracking it more. Like you want to steal from the people
They're
that
buying
don't
the
notice.
displays.
Yeah, and don't get like rich people won't notice or care or worry if like what if it does get stolen? They're
And
like
they probably bought the insurance on it too. So if
Yeah,
it does
yeah.
get
Let me
stolen,
bring
it's
this up because
replaced.
I think DJ Axis 80 in our Twitch chat room, twitch.tv/Tomadan Live if you want to see us live Monday through Friday. Excellent question. Asks do you think the people that get packages stolen possibly know the person they are stealing it from? Is it like a kidnapping scenario in a family
I
in
don't
that
think
like if
so.
I'm poor
Like a
and-
neighbor?
okay, you and I work at a convenience store and we work 3 jobs. We're good people, but we have to work 3 jobs. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
We work at a convenience store and we do other stuff. You and I work together. I hear you talking about your son. All he wants a PlayStation 5. You finally tracked one down. You got one of those tickets from one of your buddies. You tracked it down to the Walmart lottery. You're going to be able to get it. It's getting delivered today.
so they have inside information.
There is a scenario in the bad part of my brain where I go and I know that's getting delivered. You're working the shift after me. We're switching. I drive by your place. I steal it because I had the inside information.
I'm sure that happens, but hard to know when it gets delivered because you get emails that are like your package is getting delivered today, and then it'll come like 7:30 at night, or you know what I'm saying? Like it comes at weird times sometimes too. So it's like the people that are porch pirates in the steal, it'd be interesting.
I don't like giving them that name because it's a cool name.
yeah.
Well, pirates are POSs, and these people are POSs.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we have glorified pirates. I have books on pirates. People make movies about pirates, and they were like rapists and like boy
Stole
rapists.
things.
They raped
Yeah,
boys.
they raped everybody.
So
They out here raping everybody.
The
Hide
boy
your kids,
thing,
hide your
though,
wife.
just sits wrong with me because it's a child.
So is it just the amount of stuff? Like you just drive around, you see a package, you have a driver and a person that runs out, and they run
The
out.
professionals, and someone mentioned it in the chat, but there was a news story, like I think for the past few years, where there are certain people that will follow Amazon trucks.
Oh, and then just get it right after
as
the
soon
delivery.
as they drop off.
They gotta start.
They pick up.
They gotta give these Amazon guys some guns, right? And you're like, back off.
I feel like most of them probably carry.
Most of Amazon guys?
I would.
I don't think they.
Yeah,
I don't think
probably,
they're allowed.
Yeah, you're probably not allowed.
Yeah, because if something goes down, you pull out like an AR and you start just disassembling people.
Yeah, for sure. Amazon doesn't let their employees carry
Maybe
concealed
they don't
weapons.
quote unquote let them.
Yeah, but it's
But they
probably
do.
because if they let them or anything and they shot someone, they'd sue Amazon for unlimited money. You know what I'm saying? Like Amazon, the only thing I'm sure they care about is lawsuits, so they probably protect themselves because that's the most expensive thing for them. It's like Walmart, like you accidentally, your truck driver hits old what's his name, his limo. And
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. Next thing you know, you're paying $100 million.
Right,
you know, it's
right.
like that's an expensive mistake. So all they can do is protect themselves from that. Like they'll give unlimited refunds. They don't want their driver shooting anybody.
I do like the idea, and I guess it would be extremely hard to implement. But there's a part of me that says, like, I don't understand why when a new construction home is built, that at the front of the house they don't
like a lockbox.
Yeah, but
that looks
like a deep one,
yeah.
where you could put in a sizable package, like something that literally has adds value to your home, like where you could put in a bicycle or a TV and slide it down in there and shut it and then lock it, and like that makes that is practical to me.
They have what looks like a bench, and it's like a decorative bench that you put in the front of your porch, and it's for sitting, or the Amazon person opens it up and then puts the stuff inside of it.
I don't think it should be a bench. I think it should be like built into the home, and its use is it's exactly what it is. That
New
is
home construction probably.
But then
will,
here's
yeah.
the problem: you're gonna have kids getting locked in there. You gotta have a way to get out of it. You got people putting bodies in there.
Well, you do like a trunk. There's a red hangy thing that you put in case you get locked in there.
It's not red anymore. I believe it's glow in the dark now. But he's right. Yeah, they put a little piece of plastic in there, glow in the dark, in case Joe Pesci locks you in there. You got a way out.
I heard there's some sort of new software app or whatever that allows the Amazon driver to open your garage door, like one-time use. And I don't know how it works or whatever, but they put it inside your garage.
To open your garage and then just run through your house looking at everything.
Everybody with how popular cameras are, I got to assume that these kind of things are going to get less and less because every house will have a camera on it. So then you're taking a risk for what? Again, like you steal. Okay, let's say you steal 100 Amazon package in the span of a week, right? You and your buddy.
20 of them are good.
20?
Yeah.
So you're 20%? I think it's even less.
Really?
Because
Yeah, but you can flip anything.
yeah, but if it's just plastic garbage or like kids' toys or something, it's not valid. And then you
Save it all up for a yard sale.
People do that. I
That's a
hate
lot
that.
of work. I
Facebook
need
Marketplace,
people-
throw it up
okay,
there. People
I need
drive.
pain pills now.
Yeah, I'm with you. People do this.
I am
You're touching on
pooping
something
my pants.
that's always bothered me. I'll go to like garage sales or I'll drive by a garage sale and it'll be like a bunch of stuff from inside their house and then like snack packs of chips that it seems like they bought at like Costco or was like a Big Lot scenario. Have you seen this before? Where you're at the person's garage sale, but then they have like assorted foods. Like, I don't know if it's expired or not. I'm assuming it's not expired. But like when you do that, like I think you're a cheap scam artist when you do that. I'm like, what are you doing?
My
They're
neighbor,
buying in bulk and selling it out.
No, not at the garage sale. The garage sale is supposed to be personal items.
my neighbor, and it's the neighbor that Daniel likes the most, the guy who washes his tarps. Old man washing tarps.
Yes, I love
It's not a
tarping.
neighbor on my cul-de-sac. It's like a on a street over or whatever. And
Slightly aggressively conservative tarp washing man.
Yeah.
I love that man.
we had a neighborhood yard sale that they put a banner on the front of our where you go in. And we don't have a real like community. I say real. It's not like a gated community with a HOA. Like you have to buy into the HOA, but they don't control anything. It's just like if you want to be a part of it, it's like $100 a year or whatever.
What do they do?
They just do like little. It's a community thing mainly. It's like they give yard of the month. Your money goes to plant the flowers and the entrances
in the front.
Yeah, you keep up
if
the
the
sign
needs to be painted, that money goes to get the sign company to come and re-etch the wood.
For $100 a year or whatever it is, or $80. It's cheap. It's nothing. So it's like one of those things. Anyway, they do the community yard sale, and the Wash the Tarp neighbor, he put out a bunch of his garbage bric-a-brac for the whole 2 days that it was doing it. And he sat out there, and then some people come by or whatever. I'm like, what are you? Is your time worth? I mean, how much could this net you?
What was he selling? I'd have to see his wares.
It was
like, if he's washing tarps, I feel like he's just wasting time, right? He's just looking for things to waste time. So
maybe he just likes a clean tarp. But you guys like filthy tarps? What's wrong with you?
Why is his tarp dirty?
Well, he's going camping. He put it on the ground and go camping. It gets muddy. You got to wash the mud off your tarp.
He just, he's an old man wasting
time.
Is
he retired?
I hope.
So he's just chilling.
Yeah, he's chilling, wasting time.
One day I hope to wash tarps.
But even if I had nothing else to do and I'm an old man, I don't want to put on a yard sale and talk to the people that come to buy my
Well, you're not
garbage.
a chirper. I'm perfect for a yard sale. I'm like, hey, come on.
Is it more about the interaction that they're looking for?
It's for the community.
I mean,
they're not doing it for the money.
I'm gonna clue you into something that might change your life. Most times when you're interacting with humans, it's an exchange of energy and talking to people. Like there is, yes.
It's fine.
Why do you hate everything?
No, I like interacting. I've
been asking this for 3 years.
Why do you hate everything, man?
It's getting worse.
It is getting worse.
You pull all your garbage out, and then people come by and they start haggling
it's gambling.
with you.
You love gambling. It's
gambling.
Like somebody might walk by and see your old broken Dyson fan and want to buy it. That's a cool $10.
Gambling is
it's in-person Craigslist.
Yeah. It's just like, but it's all bric-a-brac.
It's also it's a hobby for some people. Some people do this every weekend.
We had Jimmy over here the other day. He loves a good garage sale, man.
I don't think he still does it.
You think he aged out of it?
I think the whole.
I don't think they do that out in Geneva.
No, and the whole
shot out there.
The whole garage sale, the finding the treasure is what people were doing. They'd go out and try to find like the expensive items.
He might be just doing it for the fellowship, man. And why are you crapping on that?
He was trying to find treasure, and I don't think that exists as much anymore because you have the internet and you can look up anything that you find in your.
Man, a lot of people are defending
pop-ups.
garage sales in here and anti-you. A lot of people are like, I get rid of stuff I hate. I get money for it. Why is that wrong?
No, but how much time? I saw the old man saying all day for how much money? That's all I'm saying. Like, how much is your time worth? Your life?
If he has unlimited time, then
that's right. But why do you? I'm mad that he has unlimited time.
His wife died.
Well, do something else besides this.
He did. He washed his tarps and he got done early.
He's relaxing in front of his house and selling his crap that he was going to throw away anyway.
Listen,
maybe if you did that,
I don't want to.
I love that Tom's telling people what to do with their own time.
There has to be something better to see your grandkids.
Maybe he doesn't have any.
All dead.
Yeah. Spend some time enjoying your life more than sitting. He
likes talking to people. He's like my dad. Like my dad, I believe after careful analysis, I think that I figured out that my father's hobby was chirping.
Yeah. I mean, if you
I
get
think
joy,
that was his hobby.
Again, if you get joy out of it, then do it for that. But if it's for anything else besides that, I don't understand it because the money to time ratio doesn't work out for me.
No, I got
it. Unless people are scoring way bigger than I think on garage sales, and they're like making $500 or something for the day, and it's like, all right, well now you're
some
getting.
Some people can, but I think that's so rare.
Yeah. I feel like you're making $75 for the entire day, and that includes loading all the garbage back into your. You know what I'm saying? Like out and in seems like a tremendous amount of work to sit there. It's like.
Well, I don't do that. Whenever I sell anything at a garage sale, I have a table, but I usually put pictures of the items that are still inside my house. And then if they want it, much like a service merchandise, I'll go and get it from the back room and bring it out. Oh, you wanted the broken fan? It's still in my living room. Here it is. Where's my $10?
I think it's like antiquated internet. Be like, you come to my front yard, and then you scroll through a list of pictures, and then I'll make the transaction.
Exactly. You give me the money, I'll go to the back. I'll tell my wife.
There's a more efficient way to do this.
I'll say, Andrea, broken fan. I believe it's in the living room. Please hold. And I stand there and I chirp them. And then she goes and gets the fan. Then she comes out, gives them the fan. I get my $10.
I do. The only thing I like is the anti-waste of garage sales. Like,
Yeah.
like when I had 2 coolers that were perfectly
Oh,
good
I thought you were
coolers.
saying, I had 2 cool pair of pants.
And
I got a PacSun.
now those would be
Oh,
something
man.
that I would sell at a garage sale, but I'm not doing that. I put them out for free in the front.
Were they dirty coolers? I need a dirty cooler.
Oh, they were dirty, but they were perfectly fine.
No,
They were
I
like-
need a dirty cooler for, like you do the Texas Crutch when you're smoking meat. You take it, you wrap it in foil, you put it in a cooler.
Oh,
I need
yeah,
a
yeah.
meat cooler. If
I
you got
would-
an extra one, I need
He
one.
gave 'em away already.
God damn
I
it.
put them in.
He
He
hates
doesn't
me.
think of us.
He hates me.
He never thinks of us.
hates
What?
me.
I bring chili and all the stuff, and you never even bring it home.
The chili's still bothering him.
I'd eat it if
The
you brought me chili.
the
but
chili is like Seth's not being paid for the wrestling
Yeah.
event. Our
You
90s.
you screwed yourself out of anything.
I
from
know.
him now.
You
I know.
hate
I
all
broke our
garbage.
friendship. I broke our friendship with the chili.
Yep.
And you know what broke the chili for me is he put it in an old spaghetti jar, and I can't do that. I'm not a Ross. That's an elevated human being. I can't do it in an old spaghetti jar.
You know what I screwed myself out of? Delicious coquito. What is it called?
Yeah.
We
Yes, you
insulted
did.
everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I insulted everybody about putting it in
Yeah.
their old
All of our
wine
Spanish
bottles.
friends are bad.
And we didn't get it this year.
Okay,
And,
No,
okay, I
we
tell
didn't.
you what, you're not getting it.
We got so much last year, even during COVID.
and when I was
Well,
putting
nobody
up,
was.
I was putting up Christmas lights, and my mother-in-law brought by eggnog, but it was like it was like old eggnog, and
That's
she had
white
some
people crap.
Captain
Yeah.
Morgan's,
Yuck.
and she mixed it up.
Oh, God.
and I'm disgusto. And I'm like, oh
Jesus.
God! And then I
It's
was
like
like,
drinking the devil's milkshake. It's
And
like hot and stings your nose.
yeah. It was some Captain Morgan's, like
Yeah,
old
no.
egg.
Not even like a smooth captain, more
No.
like a Admiral Nelson,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is his off-brand.
And I'm like this, and then I remembered back last year when I was
Nog
doing
is
this, and I had
horrible.
some delicious coquito that one of
It's
our
better.
Puerto Rican BDMs
It's
brought us by.
better. It's
and
thinner.
It was better, but
by design, it's thinner. It's
But
tastier.
we made fun. Remember, we screamed, "Everybody quit bringing
because
their
we
I
got
never
too
said
much.
that, by the way.
because we got too much. I'd like to know how many times
But
Sam
that-
distanced herself from us on every
Quite a
show.
bit, quite a
Every
bit.
day she's like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah.
here.
Let the
Not
record
here.
reflect.
Not here.
Bring me all
We
the
need
cookies
ride or die. I need you to blindly just put the blindfold on and walk into the land of no coquito.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't do it.
I miss our. We're gonna get somebody.
Yeah.
All we
I
gotta
don't
do
know
is
if we will.
We just gotta apologize.
I don't know if we will.
A swift and a heartfelt apology because I think the
Lo siento.
main person we attacked was Pedro Lima, who can handle it. By the way, he's a big boy,
Oh yeah, he was
tall
over
boy.
there.
I mean, you know
Yeah.
what I mean.
Didn't Chungus Glorioso brought us by somewhere? Or is
He
that
he might have.
someone
I think he did.
It was all of our Spanish friends brought us coquito.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Then
then
we
we're like,
bitched about it.
we have too much coquito. And who even drinks this garbage? And then
I drank it. I loved it.
Be careful what you wish away.
Yeah. You're right. It's being mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes
It's like leaving your dumpy wife for like a hot supermodel, but then you realize that the dumpy wife provided you with like a food
She actually
and
loved you.
nurturing
Yeah,
motherly things, and then you're like, you know what, that's better because I'm kind of gross. I don't need to be with this hot
a
model.
supermodel.
Yeah, supermodel.
She just spends your money, though.
Yeah. But
yeah.
I mean, it's a supermodel.
Yeah, I know.
You
Better
know.
than coquito.
I mean, you know,
I'm back to hating it.
You're like, wow. You're like, this is a
Well, I
pretty
could either
amazing.
be laying here with you in the French Riviera, or I could be drinking some warm spiced milk, putting up a tree, and listening to Bing Crosby.
They want to know what you guys would prefer the coquito to come in, if not an old
Well,
wine
not
bottle.
you guys
Just-
put
you-
it in any old bottle you have. Like the last coquito I got it from Pedro Lima, and it came in I believe a gas can that he got at 7-Eleven. Like they always put it in some sort of,
yeah.
and I mean I mean people,
Oh.
in just a different. Like they put it in a novelty
Yeah.
thing.
The old barefoot wine bottle.
Yeah, I don't want it in that.
And then like whatever other jar, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, can we get it in, like, could you go to, like, the Container Store or to, like, even
Yeah.
on Amazon, you go to, like, any kitchen supply store and just buy
blank,
clean, unused,
Like mason jars?
not a mason
not a
jar,
mason
but like
jar. That's for white people again.
like a you know,
Like a tall wine bottle. They
What's the
make
liters?
empty wine bottles.
like the Magnum is like, what's a standard wine bottle? How many liters? It's like is it
You buy it all the time.
no, I forgot.
but,
what
like,
it
for instance, like,
The
any,
standard
like,
small boy.
Here's another one, and this isn't just... Because white folks do it too, but normally we're not with the
75
coquito.
liters?
Normally we're with the cookies. So
Point something.
if white folks are listening right now, don't put your cookies in an old Cool Whip container.
Yeah, or Country Crock, yeah.
Yeah, or Country Crock. Get a container with like a holiday top or a whimsy, get a bag or something. Just make it not something you use before.
My husband's coworker just gave him some cookies in a holiday-themed Tupperware.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So it was themed out.
But is the Tupperware, is it a keep it?
It was like a Ziploc keep it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
they have those
Yeah.
now. One of the things that I think is really kind of cool to do, not to make this into the gifts, but you can get a ceramic jar to put cookies in for like $3 at like a Home Goods or something like that. Why not just step it up and get them something that they can keep, wash out, and reuse instead of giving them some plastic garbage?
Or
But
like
it's recycling the plastic garbage. See, we're all back to recycling.
Recycling,
again.
I don't even think...
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
I don't even think recycling's a thing anymore.
you can go on Fiverr. You can get, a very talented Indian lady or gentleman to make you a brand for your coquito, like Tom's Coquito, and then
That's
it's like
true. They'll make you a logo.
And then you can go online and print out labels.
You only get 4 changes, though, so be mindful.
Yeah.
Because you didn't spring for the premium. You went for standard.
You print out some sticker labels for super cheap, right? And then you get some blanks.
Hard
and then
communication. It's a solid 12 days to get that logo back.
And then you put some labels on your coquito, and then people are like, "Oh wow, professional
look at this."
coquito!"
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you could be pro coquito.
Yeah, why be...
amateur coquito.
Coquito pro.
Yeah. And then people are like impressed. They're like, "Oh my god!" And then all of a sudden, like people start requesting it. You sell it online.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're on Shark Tank.
Yeah.
And then the sharks are like, "What is this?" And you're like, "This is my grandmother's recipe of coquito." Ooh, what is coquito?
And now you'd have to sell it where you have to add the alcohol after because there's all liquor laws and the whole thing. But you sell the coquito mix.
What is coquito and how is it made?
I think it's different.
It's just eggnog.
But they're not brewing anything, right?
Recipes.
It's not a hard process. This is a mixture, right? This is like a dash of milk, a dash of rum.
Yeah, some
a
rum,
cinnamon
milk,
stick. I'm throwing a crack an egg in there, mix it up, put it in an old Tupperware, give it to a white guy. Ew.
Yeah. It's something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And everybody's got their own recipe. All tastes the same. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's
All right,
not
hold
true,
on. I'm going to be a
but-
Sam, and I'm going to say, I didn't say that
No.
because I'm a
I mean-
Sam on this one. They don't all taste the
No.
same. And to say that's the most insulting thing you
No,
can do to
come on.
coquito makers.
I mean, there may
the
be-
most insulting thing you can do to coquito makers is to say they all taste the same.
There may be little differences, but
No.
it's
Oh,
like,
God.
I'm just saying,
You've done it now, buddy. We're never getting coquito now.
I've never, having some homemade coquito from someone and be like, wow, this one tastes like pickles. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about the same.
No, but some of them are sweeter. Some of them taste like they got better ingredients in them. But
minor difference, but I'm just saying it's all about the same. And like after a couple glasses in, you're blind drunk. And
everybody's saying it's rum, coconut milk, cinnamon. What is coconut milk? I have a hard time drinking anything that's not really milk. You're telling me it's milk. It's not milk.
Oh, it's like
coconut juice. It's coconut water. It's like, it's not milk. Milk comes from like people things that are alive that have milk makers. I don't even know what those are. You got to have milk makers to make milk.
Oh, it's like almond milk, coconut milk.
No, that's not milk.
It's the grated pulp of the mature coconuts.
Okay.
Well, then call it grated pulp. It's got pulp in it.
But it's all,
Coconut pulp.
And what kind of, it's always rum, right? There's never.
Yeah, I think it's
anything
always
else.
rum.
Yeah.
Now, what's rum chata? Am I now canceled if I say that? Am I getting no more coquito if I bring up rum chata? Because I see that on the billboards. I see rum chata. Is rum chata the commercialization of coquito?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe.
That's big coquito.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big coquito's rum chata. Yeah. It's like,
But I would be willing to bet. Now, this is
no one makes some homemade eggnog like coquito, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do.
Absolutely.
And
And they put it in the recycled jars and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife would do it if she could. She had eggnog ice cream last night or 2 nights ago at Kelly's. It was good. It was really good. I'm not an eggnog guy, but the ice cream's good. Ice cream's just good. Anything ice cream is good.
Oh yeah.
Rum chata. I want to know the story on rum chata. Like, I would be willing to bet, and this might put me in the same camp as you, of not getting ever any coquito from any of our friends, our Spanish friends. But rum chata, I'm going to guess, is probably going to taste better than most anybody's coquito, only because it's got some sort of a commercial standard that ensures that it has to have a baseline of good taste, right?
Yeah, but it's like
Izzy's in here.
It's like local craft beer. You get a homemade coquito. They're using better ingredients.
Better pizza.
Okay, they're saying it's they're saying it's horchata.
So rum chata is horchata and rum.
What's horchata?
Rum chata is basically just a brand.
Okay.
Wait, horchata is a brand.
No, rum chata is the brand.
Okay,
and it's made of horchata and rum.
So horchata and coquito, any way, shape, or form related to close to each other?
I mean, kind of, because it's rum, dairy cream, cinnamon, vanilla, sugar, and other flavors.
See, that sounds it's way better than coconut pulp.
It all
Nobody
tastes the
can
same.
disagree with me on that. Like, you could take your pulp and shove it. Like, I'd go with the cream.
It's all like a dairy alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just put it in the
Right.
category of
Yeah.
dairy alcohol, like, it's in the Venn diagram. There's the White Russian somewhere in there. It's all about the same.
Okay, people are saying horchata. Okay, Juan says, and I trust Juan, horchata is the same thing as coquito, but made with rice milk instead of coconut milk. Again, not milk. This is
Rice
just
milk.
as confusing as
Rice
the Marvel
milk.
universe. I've never been more mad. Next, you're going to tell me there's 9 Spider-Mans.
So besides from eggnog, coquito,
Rum chata, or excuse me, horchata. There's others. Okay, mole wine. That's the German. Now we're getting into white guy drinks.
mole wine.
I don't even know what that
sounds disgusting.
M-A-U-L, mole wine. No,
Don't know
remember
about it.
Chef Pat from why can't I remember the name?
Hollerbox?
Hollerbox. He was in here, and he was telling us that it's a spiced wine. So it's wine. They gently warm it.
mold.
Mold wine.
Yeah, not mole wine.
Not mole. I said mall.
I
being
heard
mauled.
mole.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell
Well,
is that?
regardless, mulled wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a white guy drink.
It's candy canes. They stink.
Oh, come on.
Are we
really?
just trashing everything today?
I'm just saying.
No, peppermint. It's peppermint flavors. It's good.
Yeah, but who
The
enjoys?
shape, and I need a stick or something to hold it because then it gets all sticky.
My
I'm
daughter
with you.
likes-
Screw candy
My
canes.
daughter likes the little
Yeah,
individual
they're
tiny
pointless.
candy canes, and I like candy. Man, Kelly's got a peppermint or candy cane ice cream that's insanely good.
The candy cane has turned into an edible decoration.
Correct.
And not.
It's always been an edible decoration.
Yes.
What do you mean it's turned into?
Well, there was, I'm sure at one time in the 20s that some kid was hitting a wheel or a little circle with a stick, and then he enjoyed a candy cane because it was a treat. And
Right.
nowadays,
like rock candy, or
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
grab
it's-
yourself
yeah.
a piece of
It's a-
chewing taffy.
it was rare. You're gonna die of diarrhea. in
Everybody
like 20
disagrees
years.
with you, and goes to Manute Bull, and he brings up an excellent point because he's a lifer. Says Tom hates sweets in general, so I immediately discount any opinion
No.
he has on candy.
Oh, how
you
dare
do
you,
eat
Norm.
sweets? You don't eat anything sweet.
I like sweets. I just don't have that many of them. I like a chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah.
That's-
You guys like,
But you gotta
dude,
have cellas.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes
I
chocolate
like-
covered cherries.
I like
you guys are
the
both
clear
heathens.
liquid.
The clear
Cellas,
goo.
yes.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Clear
Yep,
goo,
yep, yep.
not white goo.
Oh,
Correct.
Both
That-
of you guys are foul.
Because then you get into Cadbury egg.
I like a Cadbury egg over a
Yeah.
stinky old chocolate covered cherry. My dad loved chocolate covered cherries.
So
That's
good.
a
It's
Florida
Florida
thing.
trash, yeah.
Yeah,
So good.
My grandma used to give me a box of the same. What are
Cellas,
the
yeah.
Cellas, chocolate covered cherries
Cellas.
every
They
year.
got them right there at Publix
I
every
can remember
Christmas.
my dad yelling one time because I think I ate one, but I didn't finish it because I took a bite out of it. I was like, this is garbage, and I threw it in the yard. And my
Oh,
dad's
yeah.
like, God damn it, who ate my last chocolate covered cherry? And I bought the cellar.
Yeah, that's what me and your dad.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm turning
man.
into
You
your
are
dad.
turning into them.
Standing in his boxer shorts
Yeah,
with
yeah.
yellow stains on the front.
That's what I
of him,
want to be.
Screaming at God that your son ate your last Cella's chocolate covered cherry.
All right, bye-bye. Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. We've got a guest on the line.
We do indeed.
From one of our great sponsors, OCLS.info. It's the Orange County Library System. They always have a ton of cool things going on.
They are the untapped resource that you need to know about because if there's some learning that needs to go on, they got you covered.
And Aaron is joining us on Zoom today. How you doing, Aaron?
Hey, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Oh,
No
man.
problem.
Anytime.
We were talking about, before we start and give out the information, we were talking about Christmas parties a little bit before we started with you. Does the Orange County Library System have a company Christmas party?
Not really, no. All of our departments do whatever they feel like doing. So our department is going to do the most awesome potluck ever. That's
Yeah.
I am a
yeah.
fan of a potluck. I'm a massive fan of potluck. I
Well,
think
let's have a Tom and Dan potluck.
Well, there'd
it's
only
just
be
the three of us.
One
One dish apiece.
But you don't eat a lot of the stuff that I eat, and Tom doesn't eat a lot of the stuff that I eat. Like Tom's
I'll bring my
vegetarian.
chili.
We'll invite Eric the Merchman and Tony Palmiotti.
You're
dressed
specific.
like a vampire.
I'm not gonna say picky because that's negative. You're specific. I'm kind of all over the place and eat like a weirdo bird. Tony eats like what old men eat.
yeah. Applesauce.
Yeah, applesauce and Merchman.
Tuna salads.
Yeah, I don't know what Merchman eats at all.
Yeah, I'd rather leave it up to the employees to do what they want, because every time like a company gets together and does like an annual Christmas party, someone's always disappointed, or like the company's mad at the people that didn't show up because they already got the catering. It seems like not that many employees are super excited for the company Christmas
I think we
party,
can change that.
and it's more the boss excited to like have the party.
If you haven't planned your party, I guess you could just all hold up and drive down to the library and check that out. That would be a good place to go and have your Christmas party. Let's talk a little bit about what you guys are doing in the upcoming months as we go into the new year. And I was just kind of going through the list or sheet that you provided us with, and I see now that the National Endowment of the Arts is doing the big read again. And this time, now how did they select literature that will be for the read-in, or the big read rather?
Every year, NEA has a list of books. They have their own committee that goes through and talks about things that are topical or interesting, or what should the communities that we speak to be thinking about.
Yeah.
And their committee selects the books, and then we apply to be a big read participant. And then we pick a book from that list, and we write this whole proposal about what we can do that would be awesome, that would get a community excited about reading that title again.
And this particular year, it says here that it will focus on, and we've all read this, I believe, Jack London's Call of the Wild.
Yes.
Which I feel like is a good book for you and your boys to march through, because I absolutely, my mom, a librarian, Call of the Wild in my house, massive book. That was on the shelf from the day I was born until my mom and dad disappeared. That is a book that was always in my home.
I always get this book confused with Into the Wild.
No, that's a sadder book.
Right.
Well,
Call of the Wild is the wolf, right? It's the wolf.
Yes,
Okay.
narrated by a dog named Buck, I believe.
Yeah.
His name was Buck, and he was a Saint Bernard mixed with something else. Just, little library employee knowledge for you.
I love that. I also, did you know that, and this is just a random fact that I know, Jack London was rejected over 644 times before he ever got this published.
No.
Really? It seems like crazy to me. This happens every once in a while where like a particular song people turn down, or a band no one likes, and then all of a sudden when someone gives them a chance, it's the most popular thing in the world. And it's like Call of the Wild has become like a mandatory read in every school in the United States. Like I remember having to read it in like middle school, or
I think it was middle school. I can't remember though what it was. And I also remember, and you can help me since you're, I know you guys know more than I do. Wasn't there like, and this just makes it more exciting to me, wasn't there like almost like a friendly, not friendly plagiarism type of deal way back in the day, where it was like London possibly used another piece of literature as kind of his real world guide for his version of this fictional tale?
Yes, it was a controversy. He was accused of plagiarizing the book by another author, and his defense was like, "Yeah, I used his work to inspire my work, but it's mine." And it raged on for a while, and yet this book continues to be a classic of American literature. So, obviously he survived weathered that storm.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, what had happened, which makes this one more unique, is that Jack London actually met the person, and I'm blanking on the name of the person who actually wrote the real world account of, and he told him to his face. It was
Billy Paris.
Well, he told Billy Paris to his face. He was like, "Hey man, I really enjoyed this, and it's inspired me."
Yeah.
And the guy kind of went the other way of like, no, this is plagiarism. But he was like, no, I'm telling you to your face that I'm literally not hiding anything. I'm telling you that
It inspired me to write the same story. and I'll be famous.
But it also made him very, very rich. But these are all things that you can look up online. That's really, really cool that you guys are getting to do that. It's also pretty cool to see a book that, it's nice to see things that I read as a kid or as a young man that are still in play, because so much of what we do isn't.
Right. And we've done big reads before, and they've been focused on different kinds of books. We did one that was focused on, sort of mystical short stories by Kelly Link a couple of years ago. And the last one was Lab Girl, which was a story about, by Hope Jaron, a woman in science. So there were more modern titles. But this time we wanted to go back. There was some internal discussion about, like, what if we picked a book that everybody knows? Like, what can we present that's going to get everybody like, oh, yeah, I know that.
I think you nailed it. You nailed it.
Yeah, why?
I was excited to actually see this on the list. I got you fired up.
What's
nice.
Aaron, I don't know if you know this or not, because this is more of like a school system, the United States school system question.
Sam might be able to look this up.
But it's like, how do they determine like a universal book like Call of the Wild?
Well,
because
you got Call of the Wild, you got Where the Red Fern Grows, right? Wasn't that one?
Yeah.
You
Sad.
got. I'm trying to think of all the other ones that
I'm the Great
Mice and
Gatsby.
Men. I had to do Great Gatsby. I had to do
what's the
Mice
Catcher in the Rye?
Catcher in the Rye.
There's quintessential books that like universally the U.S. school system is like, all right, we'll make these reads or these books mandatory. How did that happen? That they all, like, you think regionally they would change or whatever, but it seems like everybody got the same book
For the most part.
Is it the way that it's constructed?
Is it just curriculum? What is it?
Or just like people copying each other?
I mean, I think it depends on there's a bunch of reasons. And it's actually kind of controversial that these so-called great reads continue to be the same great reads. And there are actually moves afoot, and have been for years, to diversify what the canon is considered and to bring additional books into, especially young people's literature.
Right.
Like, authors of color are wildly underrepresented in these lists. Women are not as well represented as they could be. So
Sure.
I can't tell you exactly how this gets selected and handed down generation to generation, but states have a lot to do with it. They create like reading lists from the state departments of education. And as time goes by, people want to see changes, like not necessarily eliminating all the books, but let's think about who else we can hear from besides just a bunch of people from like the Victorian era who wrote, the things that we all know and love.
It's weird because I have a feeling that everyone else in the United States thinks that Florida, if we had to select one book that we're all going to read, it would be like old copies of OJ's book that never got printed. If I did it, that's our state book. Something crazy and weird and embarrassing.
Also, it's like you're completely right with why don't you change it up a little bit? Like they're like, Where the Red Fern Grows, a book about a dog.
Yeah.
Call of the Wild, kind of a dog. Look at it's like a dog
White
with a
Fang.
wolf. Yeah. It's like
People are like,
change
come
it
on,
up.
it's like Meatloaf again. I get it.
Yeah.
I will give a shout out to Florida. We have this Sunshine State author series.
We do.
And it's based on, books that are selected that it actually is a much more diverse list of books and more modern authors. And it's not your typical, old dead guy wrote it books.
Is that the list that is paramount to authors that come from Florida? Or is, because I remember back in the day, there was a list that my mom was real big on that had specific authors that were from Florida that dealt with Florida problems, Florida history, and then Florida, like even fictional stories that were based around, let's say, like this, the Swanee area or Florida becoming like incorporated, for lack of a better term, or commercial, like turn of the century type fictional stories and stuff like that. I don't know. It's pretty cool stuff.
I don't know if they're all restricted to just Florida authors or Florida related authors, but I mean, we do have a lot of Florida authors on that list, like Katie Camillo, and she actually spoke at the library a few years ago.
Awesome.
She wrote that because of Winn-Dixie, a different kind of dog book.
Yeah, I remember that dog book. I also have a Winn-Dixie dog in my home, like.
Yeah,
because my mom got all the stuff that when they were promoting the movie for the book. I have a Winn-Dixie dog. Let's talk a little bit about.
I was just going to say she's from Claremont, by the way, so she's got like super local ties.
Really?
I did not know that.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
I bet you that Winn-Dixie dog was named after Winn-Dixie supermarkets. Just guessing. I have no.
I mean,
knowledge
it's
of
too,
that, but-
it's too much of a coincidence
It
for it
is.
not to be. It's-
Absolutely, for sure. Let's talk a little bit about February, and you just mentioned it yourself. We were talking about
Diversity, yeah.
diversity, authors of color being under represented in February. Obviously, we're going to be doing and highlighting some authors of color, and you guys will be doing that at the library, correct?
Yeah, every year we do this thing called the African American Read-In, and we get local politicians, local celebrities, people that people know to read excerpts from their favorite African American authors, and it's usually an awesome event. And we do it in person, and we get 200 to 300 people will come into the library to see people do these readings. And we've had Jerry Demings, and we've had Val Demings, and we've had Johnny Magic, and we've had so many people, and they come here and it's inspiring. They talk about what they love about these authors. They read an excerpt from the book. We haven't done it in person because of COVID, but we are bringing it back in person in February, and we're super excited about that.
Very, very cool.
Again, my worst nightmare, reading in front of people.
You're in luck, not a person of color. February's out for you. You're
right.
good. You're good.
Right. I've made this joke before, but when I was a kid, the only thing I looked at, I was like, I could do everything a president could do except for read in front of an elementary school class. That's what terrified me about possibly becoming president. I was like, I get all the other stuff is fine. It's just that part where you have to read in front of fifth graders, I'm terrified of. I'm like, maybe I can skip that. I think I can skip it.
Have your wife do it.
That is such a strange,
Have the first lady do it.
weird thing to be afraid of.
I like the idea that I thought I could get to president
Right.
with not being able
Once
to
I
read.
I'm
get
going to read the teleprompter for the speeches.
Once I get the president,
I
I
didn't
can
think-
figure
I
out this
didn't-
reading thing. It's
just the kids.
smooth sailing.
When I was a kid, I didn't know they were using a teleprompter. I was like, oh, he's just talking to us.
That guy's
You
smart.
memorize it.
I was just off the top of his head.
Real quick, before we run out of time, I see here in April, you guys are going to do the Orlando Book Festival. Tell us a little bit about that and how we can participate in that.
Well, we're still planning the details of that, but that's a really cool event, especially for readers. We have New York Times bestselling authors who come to the library, and we've had David Baldacci, for instance, and Adam Silva, and they do keynote speeches and presentations. They run workshops for people who are interested in becoming authors. They do book signings. It's an awesome event. So that's happening in April. Keep an eye on our website. It's ocls.info for information, which we'll be releasing as we get closer. But again, we're just locking in those keynote presenters and sessions now.
Now, Melrose Center has been open, right? It's running.
Mm-hmm.
People are coming and going there. Also on our notes, and this is funny because my wife works for WUCF, works for PBS. So I'm reading that Melrose in the Mix, the TV series that is actually filmed there and broadcast on our PBS affiliate here in town. It's funny that it's like I guess I'm a library guy because I watch these and they're really, really good. If you like music, this is, and you're local, this is perfect for you because it's everything that you want to see professionally brought to you in your city. The sound is epic. The videography is epic. And how did you guys start getting, your own little music television deal going there?
Well, we have had the Melrose Center audio studio, which is like professional quality. You could record an album in there, and people have. We've had that since the center's been open in 2014. And we met with WUCF to talk about partnerships, and we just thought, how cool would it be for people to really see the quality of the Melrose Center? And the best way is show people using it. And WUCF thought it was a great idea. So through a series of meetings, we have a videographer here on staff who's super talented.
It's beautiful.
He started shooting them, and they love it. So we're in our third season now.
And the chat room, it helped me with this. And I got to give love to Norm and to who else was piggybacking on this. I'll give it to Norm. He said, is it like NPR's Tiny Desk, but local? Yes.
Yeah.
You get like a little curated concert in your own library at the Melrose. It's really good, man.
Yeah,
It's
professionally filmed and the sound's unbelievable.
And all different types of music, all different types of bands and singer-songwriters.
Just
and
a
jazz
resource of the
and-
Melrose Center is unbelievable that people can have access to that. Recording your own band, learning how to engineer yourself, recording podcasts. I mean, we did a podcast there.
It was Abraham Dragon Friend. I'm getting heat in the chat room. I'll give it to Abraham.
Yeah, it's that Melrose Center is amazing. And if you don't know how to use that stuff, the beauty of it is we have classes that teach you how. So you don't have to know how to use a recording studio. You can take the series of classes to get you up to speed, or video or podcasting or whatever it may be. Photo studio, we have classes for all of it. So it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
Beautiful.
it's a crazy resource that I think is underutilized just because, and that's why we're obviously getting the word out.
Yeah.
People don't know about it. But again, OCLS.info for all the information, including all the stuff at the Melrose Center, everything coming up, everything going on.
Yep, the NEA Big Read deal. All of that can be found on their website.
Aaron, thanks so much for joining us today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. It's been fun.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon. You guys have a great holiday.
All right, you too. Bye.
See ya.
See you, Aaron.
Oh, that was very cool. I love talking and hanging out with those guys because they're like always. You ever notice that anybody from OCLS, when we get them on the line, they look cool?
Yes,
Yeah, they're hip.
They're smart.
They're hip.
Yeah. I'm always intimidated.
Like
because
the
I'm
first thing that when we popped her up, have we? I don't think we've talked to Erin
No,
before.
that was her first time.
Very sweet, but she popped up first thing in the chat room. Everybody's like, "Oh, she's got cool glass. She looks cool.
Yeah.
Cool haircut, cool glasses.
cool, smart, professional.
Yeah.
It's
Way too good for
I
this
get
shit.
embarrassed when I
It's the
see them
best.
because then I look at me and because we're on the screen too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
people don't know when we see them, we see ourselves because I'm sending them our main feed from our
Yeah.
studio, and I see myself, and I'm trying to fix everything. What I don't understand is you can't fix how ugly I am. I can't do anything. Like I'm trying to fix the camera. It's like no, you should just shut your camera off. It's embarrassing.
You think one day there'll be a Twitch filter that?
I already got it.
Okay, that it
There's
smooths
a girl.
out.
There's a
Okay.
girl that does it right now where she has a computer programming boyfriend or husband who has engineered a skin that goes over her body so she can basically be like a robot, but it's her, right? So there's
Okay.
a certain level of anonymity she has there where she can like act a
That's
certain.
cool.
It is kind of cool because it's like she can still do the mannerisms and be like. It's a personable exchange, like a conversation. You're getting something out of it,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
not really her.
Yeah, it's kind of like the talking emoji on our phone or whatever. Like it just emulates what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a Snapchat
But this
filter.
one, she can make herself look like for instance, like let's say a very attractive Japanese animation character. You know what I mean?
Gotcha,
Like,
yeah.
like it's nothing. It's kind of a form, I guess, in a weird way of catfishing, right?
Yeah.
Because it would get so good. It's gonna get so good that whatever skin you put on yourself
be
for
a
your
different
video,
human, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could literally be a chungus and be back there and look like anybody you want.
So
No offense.
Call of the Wild, real quick. I was embarrassed to tell Aaron I forgot exactly the storyline of that.
I never read that.
I've forgotten it too, but it's
Dog.
a dog adventure. He narrates it. He goes on an adventure.
Okay, but this is just a
In
dog.
Alaska or
There's
something.
not like a human accompanying him.
There might be a human, but it's from a
well,
dog's.
there's a movie that came out last year called The Call of the Wild
It's from a dog's point of view.
with
Okay.
Harrison Ford. Is that related?
Is it the Call of the Wild
Was that
based
the
on
book?
the book? I'm sure
I
it is.
feel like
It's
it
got to,
is.
right?
Yeah,
You can't just
yeah.
come out with a new movie
Have you
called
heard that
Call
new
of the Wild.
energy drink? It's Coors Light. Oh, really? It's Coors
Yeah.
Light. That's great. Not like the beer though. It's completely
Yeah.
different. It's
Yeah.
got Harrison Ford drinking it.
yeah. So that it's weird that they just. I mean, it had to have been an old movie called The Wild.
Yeah,
too, right?
there's one in the 70s as well.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
And then there's the one Into the Wild where it's like I have mental illness. I go into the woods. I die
I
in a
burn
bus.
my money. Die in a bus.
Die in a
Yeah,
bus.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
People say that
So
movie.
Buck was stolen from his home and then sold into service as a sled dog in
Yeah,
Alaska.
it's a slave story, but out
My
of a
God.
dog.
That's rough.
So,
It's kind of like
Get it?
Gladiator with Russell Crowe. He's like sold into
Oh,
slavery, has to
okay.
fight his way out.
All right. yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. And when
Not at all like Master and Commander, where he's like a sea captain.
Russell Crowe.
What happened? I like Fat Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah.
In that one movie where he
Big
plays
Fat Crow.
I like the Big Fat Crow where he plays the
Detective.
private eye
Yeah,
or
yeah,
detective.
yeah.
I like a fat crow.
Yeah. Because he's more like
Thick crow.
I like a thick crow.
yeah. Because I can relate to him more. Like muscly Crow. I'm like, all right,
I
Gladiator.
didn't find him attractive. I think he looks better with some weight on him.
Yeah. And you could tell like he had to work hard to get muscly Crow.
Yeah, because
And then
He's naturally a beefcake, right?
Yeah.
I think he's naturally beefy.
Yeah. He had to stop taking his Adderall and all the.
You're naturally beefy? Is that what you're trying to say?
yeah. Oh yeah. I'm
Why
fighting.
don't you go back to full beef?
Full fat
How
Tom.
big do you
my
think
blood
you
pressure.
could get?
I said I
It
don't
was
think
unhealthy.
it was hard to get really over 220. Like 220 was
If you
the
put your
fattest.
mind to it, if I put a money challenge,
You got
on
to
it,
220?
You could get to 250.
Yes. Yeah. I got the two. That was my heaviest.
Wow.
I
remember for years you
highest
told
I
Ross
got-
you'd never go over 205.
The highest I got was 180, and it was disgusting. It was disgusting.
Yeah. Because at your height,
I'm potato man,
yeah,
tiny.
yeah. They're
It's
true.
tiny. You can only put
180 looks different on you.
can only
yeah.
put so many rocks in the back of a Ranger, a Ford Ranger,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Before you blow out the axle.
I think I can get to 250. I could eat past the 220, but like 220.
Hey, let's hit those chocolate covered cherries, buddy.
220, my blood pressure alarm went off. Like, so my body did not like it.
What listener?
Some people
will-
can carry weight and
Yeah.
be fine.
What listener will let us beef them up? I would have controlled somebody's
So
weight.
someone that's small now, we want to beef them up?
Can
I
we
wanna
get
beef up-
Bus Decker, big fat
no,
Decker?
he won't.
I don't
let
think
us.
Bus would
No.
be able to get beefed
His
up.
No.
metabolism's too high, right?
Well, he's just too nerdy to beef up. I think.
Can we
He eats all the time. He eats like a king, man. He eats all around town with bungalow.
can we get Norm to like bed sheet?
He's been
No.
trying
No,
to lose
he's-
weight.
See, he's doing good. I don't want to go. I don't. Wanna, let's see if we
Well, I
can.
don't
Can
know.
we double Izzy's weight?
That might kill him. Don't do
No,
that.
but Izzy's built for it.
He wouldn't be able to walk if we doubled.
That's
his
okay.
weight.
We'll lean him back out again. I
Okay,
just wanted for the
yeah.
sake of the experiment.
Okay, yeah.
How big can we get Izzy?
Izzy says, live with me a month and I can get to Nathan Fat Knife and Fat Nice. And what are you saying?
He's having
Izzy?
a freak out. He's having a freak out. He's already got
What's
butter in his
happening,
hands. He can't
Izzy?
even type. He's already started the challenge.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have a genetic weight that they can't. Like, I remember, like
Like
hearing
right now, I'm having a hard time getting out of the. Like I'm in the 150s, and I can see my metabolism where it's like this is where I'm supposed to, I think, be. But I can also see that it's like getting anything lower than that, it will be extremely difficult for me. I can feel it.
You'd have to pinpoint your diet,
Yes.
and then exercise
Yes.
more. You know, you could probably get a little lower, but
It's real hard though, because even now, like I've noticed that I can like get to my lowest weight and then just go crazy. Every ice cream, every food known to man. The next day, wake up, exercise, I'm back to normal. Everything's fine.
yeah. Well, one cheat day is not going to do no. It takes 3,500
No, I know,
calories
but I'm just
for
saying,
a pound.
like, I don't eat it as much anymore. I just don't naturally, so I won't be able to do it.
Yeah. I think there was some experiment where they went in and fed prisoners like 1,000 or 2,000 extra calories a day, and their metabolism like somehow adjusted, and their weight didn't go up like it should have. Something like that. Like, you know, they were just testing like how much, like, will everybody's weight go up the same amount? And it's all diverse and subjective to the person, like everybody's metabolism, and then it'll compensate for extra calories sometimes and burn the extra. So it just all depends. I mean, some people, like, they'll immediately store the fat and store the extra calories. So, like, every extra calorie you don't burn gets stored in fat. And I think some people's bodies burn it off. You know, it's all genetics, which sucks, too, because, like, if your genetics make you store fat and it's super hard for you to, like, lose weight, it's just bad roll of the dice. You know, like, you're not doing
I see
anything.
What you did there, roll.
And some people, like, I mean, our trainer talks about it all the time. Like Mark Marrow, he has that muscle body.
Look at him now,
and
he looks awesome.
Yeah, it's that muscle body is easy for him to hold on to, right? Where all of us it'd be nearly impossible to even get to.
Yeah,
and he can hold on to it with the same amount of workout that I do.
We can hold on to fat better than he can.
yeah.
So take that.
Well, I think we'd survive in the wild. Speaking of Call of the Wild,
oh, you think he'd be like,
God, come on, share some of your fat. Oh.
Because I think there was some, like, the record for a human not eating is like over a year.
Wow.
There's something like that.
But that person, like, you go up a flight of stairs, they're like, I'm lightheaded, right?
Well, he had a tremendous amount of fat on him, and his body just, you know, because that's what the fat is stored for, is so we survive through periods of starvation, right? When we don't have food.
So
like,
how long could Izzy live in the wild if he fell in a ravine?
I think as long as you have water.
Okay, well, that's why I picked ravine.
I think a certain amount of vitamins, like you have to still have some
Izzy
sort of.
goes to CVS to get a jar of one-a-day vitamins. He buys them. On his way walking back, he falls into a ravine.
Okay, he's water and vitamins.
All he has is the ravine water to drink and CVS vitamins in his pockets. And he's far enough from the road where nobody can hear his screams.
Well, okay, so I could probably do a loose math. Like, every extra, I think it's how many calories you have to burn 1 pound of fat. Because I know it's 3,500 calories to gain a pound of fat.
We've talked about this. Yeah.
And then I think it's like 2,000 calories is a pound of fat or something. But if you're just laying there, you're not burning it that much. So your average body is burning 2,000 calories a day.
He's in the sun too, full sun.
I think
3,500 calories a day to lose 1 pound a day.
Okay, that's to lose a pound, and then to gain a pound, I think it's less.
No, it's the opposite, like the
yeah.
2,000 calorie deal.
Yeah,
like
I bet, yeah.
because it makes sense. So it's easier, or it's to store fat is easier to burn fat, or what, something like that to make us live longer, right?
Red on black, friend of Jack. Black on yellow, kill a fella.
Izzy can go 9 months no food. And
wow, full pregnancy.
Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
At the end?
I think so, because there's some sort of record, if you look it up, like longest a person's gone without eating. And
no, the ghost is saying it's 35 in, 35 out. It's the same.
Okay,
it's just
all
calories in, calories out. He's probably right.
Okay.
We've done this so many times that all the numbers get mixed up, and then I get to a point where I'm just like, fine, whatever it is.
Yeah. But, you can go a long period of time if you got a big fat store on you. That's like why, when the people start these challenges in the woods and stuff, like they get so skinny over,
Immediately.
But they go in as fat as they can.
Yeah, you beef up beforehand.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do before you go into like drug treatment, right? You take all the
Oh,
drugs.
yeah.
Yeah.
You go in there whacked out.
Which,
then check in rehab.
it's almost, well, I guess because at rehab they give you the stuff so you don't.
And then you black out drink September at the weekend of September right before Sober October.
Yes.
Everybody knows that.
That's the way you do it.
Yeah.
You want to do some voicemails and emails?
Yeah. Let's
Kind of close out the segment here.
All right.
All right, let me dig in here and get your ACT voicemails. If you want to leave us voicemails, 2 ways to do it. 1-844-TOMNDAN or our free app. Wherever you get your apps for your smart devices, you can get us.
You know how every once in a while, like, you'll see a meme about some amazing feat? I see it on TikTok.
Amazing feat.
Like, no, not like, I mean, like, some accomplishment.
Uh-huh.
And this
That'd be a good kinky porno title. Amazing feat.
I think I saw it on TikTok because like TikTok has like stories of amazing survival, or like they have like stories of like horrible deaths. Like, yeah, do you guys get those in your feed?
You're on I Survived TikTok.
Yeah, I think I did stumble upon those one day.
I think I watched one for too long, and now it's in my algorithm.
I
so
get a lot of
it.
World Star lately.
Oh,
I get a lot
ya?
of street fights.
But there was one about a guy that survived in like a life raft scenario for an incredible amount of time. I want to say like 70 days or something like that. And then they went through like all the stuff he did, and like he was like living off of rainwater, and then he figured out how to catch fish through like some string he had, and then he basically manipulated the top of some can into a hook. Anyway, he was getting.
I'd be dead.
It was insane.
In 2
Like,
days.
like 70 days.
No, you could use like sand to use pools where the fish get displaced, and then you chase them
Was he
up.
in the middle of the ocean? I was gonna get sand.
Yeah, no.
No,
He
like flat, like you got to get like areas, build little areas to get fish in.
Well,
that's
that's
that way
how
you can
just
scare them onto the.
He was in the open water.
Yeah. Like I'm saying.
I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah,
this
I'm
guy
dead.
was open water on a life raft,
Sun
floating.
poisoned,
Yeah.
dehydrated, dead.
And
I
he
just start drinking the ocean water to make myself go crazy.
Go faster. Yeah.
It's it is incredible that someone has the willpower or like
To live
that long. But I guess
But do they,
everybody
or do you
wants to
just-
live.
It'll kick in.
I think it kicks over. Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
Sam. I think it kicks over to survival, and you just kind of fall into it.
But to not panic and to like
That's
well,
true,
he probably
too.
did panic, but you didn't see that part. Of course, he didn't
And
tell
he
you
had
that
70
part.
days to figure it out.
You know, like you don't see the part where the guy's yelling and crying, "Mommy!"
Yeah, for sure.
My mom. You know, like nobody, because that's who's gonna be.
But the other story, like you hear stories like that, and then the person that survives, like, oh yeah, the first guy freaked out and one day jumped off and started drinking the water like he died. I'm like, one day, like this guy 70 days.
Or maybe you were thinking about crying and yelling for your mommy, and then you see the guy in front of you do it, and you go, oh, okay. You stop. You
Oh, it
know,
was embarrassing.
you're about to
Right.
do
Yeah,
it.
you're like, don't wanna be like
my mommy. There's sharks are mauling him, and you're like, yeah, I think I'll just keep it inside.
I remember I only got to experience this one day in my life, and probably
watching a friend get
no,
mauled by a shark?
Where I got to grab someone when they're panicking in a crazy storm-like scenario, and I shook them and screamed, "Get it together!" And it was a Grizz when we sunk his brother's boat.
Get yourself together, man.
When it finally capsized and he came
They're
up,
all dead.
and he was like, "No!" And then I'm like, I grabbed his life vest and I was like, "Get it together! You gotta get on the boat!"
You gotta be the man of the family now.
Jesus.
And it wasn't even that dangerous. I mean, it was like some rain in Lake Toho. I mean, like the salt.
You just swim over to the muck and walk out. You're like,
I mean, we're a good 20
You're
yards
in a
from the muck.
7-Eleven retention pond.
Yeah. I mean, there's a $1 million house right we could just walk up on.
There's no way to drown. It's like Lake
No,
Okeechobee.
we were gonna
Andrew and I
drown,
were
yeah.
talking about. Do you know how deep Lake Okeechobee is?
Oh, it's like an average of like
average
25
depth.
feet or
Yeah,
something?
no, it's like 12 feet.
Okay, yeah.
It's something stupid.
Yeah,
It's like
it's a
how deep
shallow
is
swamp.
What is the average depth of Lake Okeechobee? It's 12
Yeah, but
feet.
I'm not standing in 12 feet of water. I still got to swim across it.
Barely, though.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
like you could do that thing where you go all the way to the bottom and launch yourself to the top. Take a breath all the way to the bottom. Launch yourself
Yeah.
to the top. That's not.
I don't know.
But
It's
again,
safe. It's safe, man. You can touch the bottom.
you swim to the shore, basically. I mean, Lake Okeechobee, that's huge. You can't even see the other side. And Lake
It's a
Toho is
big
huge.
Chobe.
But, I mean, for the most part, you just swim to the shore. And then you're like, all right, then someone's yard. It's awkward.
Hey, get off my yard. My boat just sunk. We heard you crying for your mommy.
All right, let's try this voicemail message. We had EJ come back this week. Nerd Jock is still in play. The last 2 weeks we got a reprieve, so.
Tom, Dan, Sam, and Butler. It's Canadian Josh.
Oh, no, that's the same one. Sorry. I thought that was him calling in again. I thought Josh was doing it again. He was not. I want Josh to do it again.
Change your intro.
Yeah, let's try this.
Hey guys, so it's
Oh, no, that's the same one. I haven't deleted these. You know what? I'm off my game this week.
That's
That's
fine,
the
man.
homeless guy. Remember the man that was eating his mac and cheese with a homeless man on his front yard?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, here's one on cryptocurrency.
Tom, Dan, Sam, and Butler. If you haven't been fired yet, Butler.
No.
It's Canadian Josh. This question is for Tom. Tom, being a gambling man that you are, just wondering if you have ever considered getting into the cryptocurrency game, because it is clearly just a gamble. Yeah, there are more stable ones like Ethereum and Bitcoin.
There you go. He's talking about crypto.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get into it.
My husband's into it.
I'm not into it where you're buying and selling. I did, though, take a little chunk of money that we were going to just put away in some stocks, like long-term retirement stocks or whatever. And then I convinced Crystal for me to put it into Bitcoin and Ethereum.
And Ghost Energy Sour Patch Kid energy drink, right?
So, but I bought it at the time where, and then I asked my buddy, like, how should you buy this? He's like, dollar cost average it. So that means just buy it, over time. So the mean cost,
Comes down.
Yeah. So instead of buying it and then all of a sudden, in one chunk, and then in the next week it's down $10,000, which it could, is wild fluctuation.
You got to hold on to it. Yeah.
But anyway, so I bought it around like $44,000. I think Bitcoin was at, then it dived. And then I was
No,
like, oh my
back up.
God, I
Back
lost. And then it went back up. But anyway, then I bought it for the long term. Like, I'm not doing anything with it. And then I'm going to see where it is at in 10 years.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
It's like, hopeful that it'll make more than what a average,
Stocks would have.
mutual fund
Sure.
that you just put in a long-term investment that Bernie would have done
It's
anyway.
certainly more volatile than conservative, right? I mean, it's bouncing all over the place. So
Yeah,
I mean,
and then all the small coins and stuff, the Shibas and everything is. But in like gambling, my only piece of advice is, by the time it reaches your Facebook, you're too late to get the edge out of it. You see what I'm saying? Like, and this is like advice for everybody, even in gambling. Like, by the time people are talking about it on ESPN,
because everybody has it now.
Yeah, and that's the only edge you have to, like, you need to be into it enough, or you need to be deep into Reddit pages, and then, and buy it when people are talking about it blowing up, like kind of like when people bought the AMC and the GameStop or whatever. Like,
Where are we at on that now? What happened with
no idea.
GameStop and AMC?
I have no idea.
It seemed like that faded away, which led me to believe that it didn't do anything, right? Because I would think people would still be banging on the AMC door.
Well, there's a lot of, and I've heard people get screwed by this. There's a lot of these pump and dumps, and they've been doing it with stocks.
Heyo.
What?
This is kind of how the Wolf on Wall Street made his money.
Wolf in Wall Street.
Call Brian a brand new book I wrote called Call of the Wolf.
Old Wolf in Wall Street. Like
5 hours ago, GameStop stock drops after earnings for now. So their stock has dropped today.
Well, I like how they got like, oh no, the GameStop is not making the money with that. Like, well, that was beyond the whole point of this.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like put as much money into it. People were getting rich, but like people were getting involved into these schemes where they would basically get a huge a bunch of people together and like on Reddit or whatever, and everybody would buy a particular Shiba coin or one of these like small coins at one time to jack the price up, and then as the price skyrocketed, hopefully a bunch of other people would jump on it, and then they would dump once they made the money, which would leave some people screwed. But so like a lot of that was happening, so people were getting skeptical of like buying in, and it really is. It's not based on any particular business or like. So it's like. It's based on the value, the perceived value, and what people are buying in at the time. And you got to be in early to be able to get rich off it. Like, but I agree. You should. I think even investment people are talking about taking a percentage of your overall savings and putting a little bit into crypto. But I think they're telling you to stick to like a Bitcoin because that's going to be more stable.
Correct.
Even though that fluctuates back. I mean, it was at 68,000 not that long ago. A month ago. Now it's back to 48, so it fluctuates wildly.
From our Twitch chat room, Crystal of Peace said something that is very concerning to me because I use Coinbase. Be careful of where you store your crypto. We had 100K stolen from our Coinbase. 100K.
Ooh.
That is a disgusting amount.
Holy crap!
I've never had 100K in my life.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I read that. Look, I have a Coinbase. I use it for like NFTs and dabbling and that sort of stuff. We do have one NFT that I minted. I went through Coinbase. Look, when you say things like that, this is the reason I don't with Bitcoin. This is the stuff that scares me because I don't know enough about it.
I'm sure you can go and find out what's the best way to secure it, like multiple step verification. Obviously, you should have on your account. And if you have some egregious amount of Bitcoin, I know that people suggest that you take it off and you put it into a hard or cold storage. And cold storage, it's more encrypted and you can't break into it. Or I think it maybe means like you're putting it on to a particular like drive, and then you're putting that in a safety deposit box.
Correct.
So no one can hack into it if it's on a drive, because it's all just a code. So, but I don't know anything about it, but it's all on the internet. Like if you look up how to secure your crypto, someone will tell you.
It's like, okay,
subgroup for crypto.
Yeah,
too,
I need to jump in there. I mean, I think I am in there, but I
should jump in there.
Here's the thing that bothers me about it is like
you need an insane amount of time to research it.
Well, you need an insane amount of time
or
just
someone
to
that
log
knows about
in.
it.
You need an insane amount of time just to log in. It's like put in your email address, put in your password. All right, 2 steps. They'll text you. Then hit the thing. Oh, they didn't work. Oh, hit it again. Hit it again. Didn't work. Oh, hit it. Refresh. Oh, restart my computer. Restart my phone. Oh, there. Okay, now what? We got to record. Okay, I don't have time to mess with it.
Where's the stoplights?
Yeah, that's my Coinbase. That's my crypto journey. Is every time I start to get into it, about the time it took me 13 minutes to log in, now I have no more time. Maisie's yelling at me. I'm like, okay. I gotta. It's not convenient. It's stupid. Too much verification. I need a password. I'm old. I just password only.
Easier to hack that way.
I don't care. Make it longer password. Make it a nine word password.
The stories that hurt my heart, and there's a lot of them, including people I know, are the stories of people that bought the Bitcoin before all these exchanges were accredited and popular, a Coinbase or whatever, and they bought them on unaccredited exchanges, and it went out of business, and there's no way for them to go get, and they have like 16 Bitcoin or something, and you're like, oh my God, like you have $500,000 worth of Bitcoin that you owned at one time that's now lost. And then it's like that's I can't. I don't.
think I did
I
that
can't
with
sit with that.
I think that I did that
Right.
with our first show NFT. I think I lost it. I don't own
Well,
our
that's not
first-
worth anything.
I don't. It is. It's our very first show. It's the original file, and it's on. What is it? Rare.
Can you make another?
It's on there. You can go on there, and I can make another one. It's mine.
Yeah. So you just
And
make
I
another
minted
one.
it the way that you can mint multiple ones, but I only minted one. I put it up there for buy now. The price is $69,000.
It's all yeah. And then we're gonna have someone to talk about NFTs
We're gonna
and stuff.
have Kirk. We're gonna have Kirk Bonacci come in here.
It
Start
is.
talking to us about. You know that guy. He's a local comedian,
yep.
funny dude,
It just.
smart cat.
I understand it. It just gets really complicated, and then it just goes into it's only worth like especially the NFTs. It's only worth what people are willing to pay for it, just like anything. And I mean similar to crypto, right? It's like why is Bitcoin worth $48,000? Well, that's what the entire world market says it is. You know, it's like that's really it. It's not.
Yeah, it's just like the stock market.
Yeah. Although the stock markets are attached to a company, and then you can have
It's
some
all the
evaluation.
same. It's the same.
There is an evaluation of the particular company that it does allow you to at least better evaluate it. Where it's like, all right, Sony's a strong. Amazon
I saw Wolf on Wall Street. It's all baloney.
Well, penny stock. That guy was penny stock. The same as like Shiba. Like you start getting into that, and it's all kind of nonsense.
I can't take anything seriously anymore because everything that's serious has baby words in it.
Yeah.
You're like
Yeah.
everything serious is now like baby words and just like Google Gaga Boo Boo Shiba DB DB da ba 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 poo 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 poo. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that.
Funny how like the dog coin.
Dogecoin.
Well, no,
Dude,
no, no,
let's
no,
do Dog
no,
Coin, but let's do Dog the Bounty Hunter
But
coins.
Doge had like its mascot was a dog too, right?
Yeah.
And then Shiba's a dog. I don't know, just like the dog mascot coins seem to be
Dogs
more
are cute.
popular.
It's
right?
like all this dumb stuff they can't, like Stonks. Stonks, the Stonks guy.
What is that?
It's related to crypto. It's a meme, right? It's that guy that looks like he looks like Slender Man, and it says Stonks instead of Stonks.
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, ha ha, like that's the joke. And I'm like, is that
Yeah.
really a joke, or is that you guys just being like, that's just you proving you're really dumb, right?
Whatever you do, just read as much as possible about it. And
Everything I read, I don't understand. It's like reading the Bible.
Well,
I read
there's-
this thing, I'm like, yeah, I'm reading it, but I'm not retaining any of it because I don't understand the process.
There's dozens of podcasts about it that are good. Just do your research. That's the main thing because I see some
Everybody
people
says that about Bitcoin. They say that about the news. I got
You have
Russell
to
Brand
research,
telling me
yeah.
that. I got Joe Rogan telling me to do that. I'm too tired to do research.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
somebody tell me what to do.
No, but that's how you get screwed. People are like, I bought Shiba and then lost.
I'm not buying any of it.
$8,000 or whatever. Like
I'm just going to buy products until I die like a good consumer. All I'm going to do.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Welcome back to A Corporate Time. With us in studio.
We love this. We love this.
Our good friend Debra from Fairvilla Megastore is here. How you doing,
Oh,
Debra?
I don't have your mic on. There we go. Now it's on.
Now I'm here. I'm great. It's my favorite time of the year.
Yep. So Christmas time at Fairvilla. Plenty of stocking stuffers, gifts,
Pajamas, lingerie, sexy
yeah.
things, cute things, cozy things, novelty things, lounge wear, festival gear if you need that. I mean, we'll
Yes.
touch on that a little bit later.
Yep.
But what did you bring for us today?
Well, I brought quite a bit of apparel because I feel like it's just so awesome this year. We have so much variety, and we got stuff for like all body types, for men, for women. Doesn't matter how you identify. We got something for you to wear.
All right.
So, I did bring a little bit of traditional, but I also brought a really hot-looking plaid number or two.
Okay,
All
I do.
right.
Now, this is what traditionally my wife will dress me up in for our Christmas cards.
A little
But
lumberjack.
I would prefer her wear this version
Yes.
Okay.
so I can, get to chopping wood.
Yep. I have a really great little one-piece kind of teddy here that is by a company called Elegant Moments. And it's a beautiful red and black plaid. We have a full-size runs of all of these really cool garments. And the materials are just it's like you're super
see
sexy,
this.
but yet you're cozy.
I
right?
like that this also has the Oh yeah, that's nice. I like the bottom. I like that cut.
The high leg cut.
I like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
high
Yeah.
leg. I like
Traditional high side.
Yeah, I like to call that the Riviera Cut. That's what I call a Riviera Cut.
And
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
really nice about that
Here you
is
go,
it
buddy.
has the garter attachments, so you can pick out a really hot pair of stockings to go with it. Black would be super cool, and I know how you like. It's kind of like the body stocking, but not right.
I am a fan of the stockings.
I like when it's cut so high that you see
I like
the
your
bottom
love
of your
handles
muffin.
Yeah, dude, I want to
Yeah.
hug you so bad right now.
You're like that. It
We're
goes-
in love. That's love language right there. When you know that
Yeah.
both of us like ladies when their love handles pop out the side of their high side. Oh my god, I go crazy
Yeah,
for
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's so high you see the bottom of the muffin.
so high. I want some of your thighs hanging like out the sides of it.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, man, that's nice.
Also have a really cool velour 2-piece, also with the accent
Gwen
and the
Stefani.
plaid.
That's very Gwen
Exactly.
Stefani.
It is super soft, ultra sexy. If
Whoa.
you're looking for a little G-string, something really cute, right?
Look at that in the back.
Wow.
If my wife wore
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah,
now, you and I were just having a discussion about how we both want our wives to get bigger asses.
Okay.
This was yesterday. Am I allowed to talk
I
about
must
this?
have been.
you are.
I must have
We
left
were
at this
having a
point.
man moment, and we were talking about, because like all you ladies, and this is our fault. This is men's fault. We have gotten you to a point where the body image is just, it's trash, right? And it's our fault. Society's fault.
Yeah.
But if guys would just tell the truth and say what they like I like my wife to be figured and round and I like something there.
I
you know?
also-
Like, I
Something
like
to hold
it big.
on to.
Yes.
I want her to dress more inappropriate.
Yes.
Like,
like a little trashy, like
Okay.
that song. I like my women a little on the trashy side. I
There
forget
you go.
Confederate
Yeah.
Railroad or
It's
something.
just-
I don't know. That's a probably bad reference.
you know, it's like
Cut that out, Sam.
I want to be a stereotypical brown red Florida man that
Good brown red.
that has his wife and like parades her around in scantily clad, like low cut, cleavage out.
It's called the Beth.
yeah.
It's called the
God
Beth.
rest her soul.
Beth the bounty hunter.
Yeah, and it's because you're proud of your wife and what she looks like, and she will show it to, including like the accountants.
There's an air of
She'll show
confidence
up to
there.
your
She'll show it to
kids.
anybody.
Yeah, your kids' school.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you're like, well, other people and other like moms and wives, especially, they're like, oh my,
What is she?
Dude.
yeah, but it's like, what's wrong with it? And you should be proud of it. And that's what I want Crystal to dress like.
These are
She
great,
just
though.
won't do it.
Both of those, I approve
Like
of both
home
of those.
runs, right?
Yeah, those are great.
And if let's say you want to dress a little more that
I love
traditional
this.
little Santa outfits. I love fantasy lingerie because they style for any body type, and these are cute little 2-piece Santa, sets for ladies, and they have it. You're talking about a little something in the back.
Oh, wow! Now we're talking.
Yes.
That's
So-
that's what I'm in for. Yeah.
I don't even know if that would have worked.
Yeah,
It
that
accents your all your assets.
Yes.
How about that? So
Yeah.
these are super.
Santa's
they
got
come
a brand new bag.
in different sizes. Again, for full figured.
My goodness.
as well.
The one over here is the one I want. I want the big. What is that
I don't know
called?
why.
That is.
I like that.
That is.
Yeah.
Well, what's great is that
It's
for
like-
they use full size models on their package imagery.
Real people,
Real people.
yes.
And that particular model that they use, she has worked for corset companies and other companies because she's just the real
hot in
deal.
here, my
I know,
God.
right? Right.
Calm
Good.
down over
Well,
there.
I'm just saying that's what I like though, and they're conditioned to like we have ruined. Men and women. I know it's for
Yeah,
both,
it's
but
both.
but the stereotype on my side as a heterosexual man is that women are less likely to be confident about who they are because we've
Well, big booties are in,
man.
but
yeah.
not all of us can attain them.
I want bigger,
Yeah.
bigger, the biggest.
Got to
of
get the booty
booties.
injections. the
I'm
Madonnas.
You're like, wow. How
I want like a big, like, hey, here it is. Like, oh,
field goal.
yeah, field goal.
They call that the field goal.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry,
All right,
Debra.
well, so I'll just do the best I can with what I have to offer.
I'm sorry.
No.
These are great, though. This is like one of the best ones you've ever done.
I know, right?
Whoa, what is that tiny little thing?
Aren't these cute? Okay, so
That's like a little accent of the booty. It just
This-
goes on the top of the booty.
this is basically a cute
booty
little
belt.
skirt, like a Santa skirt. Really
Hyper
tiny,
mini.
hyper
Hyper
mini
mini.
skirt with a little connected thong panty under it. And you know what I'm thinking is that then you take that and just match it with a cute pair of little edible pasties.
Yes.
Little present, right? So you can do that.
Edible pasties. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
getting
yeah.
the wafer at church. Like a little piece of paper.
I got
it's got little
Santa
jingle
ones
balls in the
here,
front. Look.
and I got little present pasties, and these are different flavors: cherry, winter fruit.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like a Swiss cheese pasties.
Oh man.
I haven't seen that one
I
yet.
like a charcuterie.
I'll keep my eyes out for those.
That's the tiniest thing I've ever seen.
And aren't they, but
It looks
they're
like a
super
headband for a rubber.
Tom's gonna put it in his
And I do have this is a a thong by Coquette, and what I love about this is a little breakaway, right? It's got
snatch them off.
Yes,
little
those are
breakaway
thong,
snatch and
right?
grab.
Little panty.
This is the crash and smash technology right here, man. Break those things right off.
You just match that with a cute set of pasties. You've got your outfit. Because
Also,
not
these-
everybody likes the lingerie. They want something a little different.
They're high on the side. You release that love handle a little bit, and then I pinch the side. Wow! That thing flies off, and we're off to the races.
And it's a great little holiday print, red and white, very festive, and again, very soft cotton materials.
It's like
I
an
think
ugly
it's
sweater.
super cute.
Print.
And not to leave
The fellas out.
but we do have some awesome seasonal underwear by Prowler, and it's all
Prowler.
sized.
They also make a really good RV. The Plymouth.
Yes.
Well, Plymouth Prowler was a sports car.
I gotta
I
get
believe.
some of those for my husband.
Yep, it's the
Yeah.
fullback.
Fullback. I like a fullback because I've got some scarring back there from acne.
There you go.
Don't talk about it.
I'm open. Don't body shame me. I'm
So
open.
I think we actually have 3 different holiday prints in store, but I brought 2 today.
This is paw prints, the
paw prints.
traditional paw print. This is the Prowler logo.
Yep.
And then this one is kind of like, this has got ding dongs on it, gingerbread men that are dressed like leather boys, and a Santa Claus with a gay hat on,
There you go.
So-
like an LGBTQ plus hat.
Now,
Pretty cool.
if
I like that one the best.
see,
Why can't you wear these? This is the style of underwear I wear. This is what I wear.
if I
That's all me.
went to the bathroom right now and
put
put
those
those on, right?
Inappropriate.
And then
And then what came in inappropriate?
Well, I feel like your guys' first response is laughter at me.
No.
Like, well,
Incorrect.
I would think you had a brain tumor.
Yeah, I would think you're trying to flush our company down the toilet.
Well, the
it'd
first
be inappropriate
response is
to
to email
I
Mo.
would apologize to Debra. I'd be like,
Mo, it finally happened.
I'd say I owe you $20 for the panties. I apologize,
yeah.
and that was weird. And he does not like that. He must be off his Adderall. And then I'd apologize to Sam, and I'd beg her to stay with me when I start my own podcasting company that has nothing to do with you.
All I'm saying is that
Then I would distance myself like Lee.
But think about Twitch. Twitch would just blow up.
Oh man,
if I
our TikTok would go crazy.
Oh, that's true.
I think if I came out of the bathroom or whatever wearing these, that Crystal would laugh at me, right? She'd.
Well, you didn't say that. You said us.
No,
I would
you
not
said-
laugh.
yeah.
We would all be like, "Whoa, weird flex." But Crystal probably would laugh, and I think
yeah.
Andrea would probably
I don't know.
laugh.
She posts pictures of you all the time, like shirtless, and
And she
like
likes
says how
it.
hot you are.
Yeah.
I think you're underestimating how attracted she is
Well,
to you.
she does
Is she
that
joking
in
when she
private.
posts those? Or-
Oh, wait a minute. Is
What?
she roasting you?
No. Well, no.
Or
I
are they
think-
genuine?
I think she generally thinks that, but I'm just saying it's like,
Why don't you try it?
Your shorts have been getting shorter.
Yeah.
You
Oh, there
might
you
as well
go.
go for
Yeah,
it. Go
yeah.
Why
for
don't
it.
you try it?
Try
The green
it out.
ones match.
I mean, they're
I'm
full
saying.
backs. They're not like weird or anything.
Yeah, I mean, I
You need to ask Debra to allow you to steal some of her. He's been stealing from all of our clients this week. Apparently, he
Steal
didn't
our
get enough
panties.
money to buy his family gifts. So apparently, his mom is getting some Prowler men's underwear.
Some edible pasties.
Oh, yeah. I've already done
At
the
least
round.
they're quality underwear, right? They're
that's
really
true.
nice, expensive.
Actually, we import them
They're
from
UK.
the UK.
Yeah, I know this brand because
Okay,
I get
Debra, let's talk-
advertisement from it all over my Facebook. It's all Prowler underwear.
Okay, hold on. Let's pause a bit for a second.
They're fancy town underwear.
Yes.
Is it considered cheesy? Because I do. If you get some relatives and friends and relatives, your own merch from your own company, because I do this, and I just
Not when
now-
you work for Fairvilla.
Yeah, when you got all
yeah.
these different companies you work for, you can give like fancy underpants. He means like a
Podcast
Chinese
t-shirt.
Tom and Dan keychain. Or
No, don't do that.
No, I get them the shirts and the other stuff like some villain.
Who are you giving it to? Your mom?
Like my sister-in-law, my sister, my mom.
Your sister-in-law.
No.
You don't want no Tom and Dan garbage.
My Uncle Carl every year.
Uncle Carl.
He likes a new.
Is that a real?
So yeah, that is a
And
new.
you give it to them as the Christmas present?
Yeah, because
No.
I give him a new.
I was kind of
hoodie.
hoping for some Prowler underwear. I listened to Debra.
No, I give him a Tom and Dan hoodie.
I want some of
or
that
shirt.
fancy limey UK underpants.
And I think he likes it. He never says that. He's a Florida real man. He doesn't. Never talks to me or anything, but I get him that every year, and then my mom and sister, and like
please
is that
don't.
Is that
That's
corny?
Yeah, that's super corny.
Do they like? Oh,
They
you're
think you're a
cheapskate?
cheapo, just
Okay.
like Seth. Yeah.
Well, it's one thing to do it one year, but if you do it every year, then
It's
you're
like-
really cheap. It's like, oh, what do we get? Then you're the joke. You're like, what do we get this year? Tom and Dan sweatshirt.
Right, exactly.
They say they like it though.
Yeah,
what
I
else
They're
do you
nice
get 'em?
people.
I say I
You
like
get them
everything. and
executive putt. I mean, they at least it's something.
Have you instructed your daughter? I have instructed my daughter at the age of 6. I'm crying. I have instructed her to be nice to every gift she gets because she's like me. Because I don't talk about the parts that are like me that she has. I mean, she's very independent like her mom, and she's very smart like her mom, but she's also reactionary like I am. So if somebody gives her something she already has, she's like, I already got this. Got to take it back. She'll just like yell it. And I'm like, yeah, we're not doing that. You're just going to keep all that inside. And whenever somebody gives you something, you're going to be haranguing the gesture. You're going to be like, good, thank you. And you immediately thank you, and you're going to write it down so you can write a note later. Don't do that. Don't be the punchline.
He said he wore it one time. He teaches air conditioning school, and then one of the students,
Hey man, I listen to that.
No. Like he's like they questioned it. They're like, "What is it?" He's like, "My nephew is his podcast," and then he's like, "The
Looks
student's
stupid to me.
No, I think he called it gay or something.
Yeah.
You don't think it's Tom and Dan?
Yeah, most of the time they think it's a gay marriage or something. Which,
Yeah. And then I don't think he wore it again. Anyway, so
Okay,
what else
back
we
to
got?
gifts. Back to
Oh,
gifts. Well,
Debra.
while we were talking about limited apparel as part of the what you're going to wear.
Yeah.
I forgot that I had these really cute little snowflake pasties and body stickers, and I got these awesome little Leg Avenue knee socks that are snowflakes. They're
Those
blue.
are cute.
See, you could even do something like that. Just I'm telling you.
Yeah, you don't have to go super crazy.
No, it doesn't have to cost a fortune. It can be so much fun, and you can reuse those pasties, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
And some snowflake knee socks can be given to anybody.
Yeah.
It says
Those
not-
are actually cute.
They could be even given to somebody that you think is a snowflake and you want to clown on. I mean, oh, here's your knee sock, snowflake.
yeah.
Don't do that.
Yep.
But these are really, really cute.
And if you're up for your own edible pasty, we do have some cute little wild berry flavored mistletoe that you can actually place on your own body.
You put it over. Okay, you were suggesting that
Yes.
the person buying this would put the mistletoe over their poussoir.
Or their
Nether regions.
Correct. Any of whatever your nether region might be.
You could hang it over your junk, dude.
And I've got a cute little reindeer that's cinnamon flavored. And
Oh.
that
Is
gets-
that
a paste? That's a
it's
long
a pasty.
pasty.
Just-
That's
they
a
have-
no.
goes
I
on
think
the
I know
bottom.
what that
Remember,
reindeer's.
it's edible.
Yeah.
Lick it
Yeah,
off.
lick it off.
The reindeer. So are you supposed to? The reindeer is the length of.
There is a picture on there, so you can get the.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
on the.
On
yeah,
your-
yeah. Oh my god.
I only need the head.
I was gonna say I'm
Cut
good.
the body
I
off.
said I'm good for one antler. Little antler daddy. This will last me at least 7 different sexual encounters.
Nice.
I'll cut little pieces
Nice.
off of it.
Yeah.
Here's the mistletoe.
Very nice.
These are great, and the price point on these is like less than 10
And these
bucks.
are great stocking stuffers.
Yeah,
Just
these are
little things you
Oh,
can shove
yeah.
in stuff.
hilarious too. Really
yeah,
funny.
Yeah. And
Check those out.
speaking of some stocking stuffers, as we're talking about,
Don't put it on now,
flavored
dude.
items.
Okay,
Put
hold
it
on.
on your
putting it
prowler.
on, my
put
God.
put
Hold
on your prowler. And
So
your
if let's say we were talking about
I can't
being-
even put that thing on. That would be like me. You ever try to put a sticker with like a "Hi, my name is" sticker on like a sweater, and it won't like because I'm uncircumcised is too much sweater meat.
we
down
were
there.
talking about
Can't
being
put the stickers on.
lost at sea, right? So say you're lost at sea, and then all of a sudden, because every once in a
where
while,
are my pasties?
My edible pasty.
every once in a while, like
That'll keep me alive.
containers from container ships will
Yes.
fall off in storms. Like this is what I saw a movie with Robert Redford one time called like Alone or something. Like
Is that the one where he's the sailboat
yeah,
guy?
yeah, and his sailboat crashed into a shipping container that it was like submerged or whatever. And this happens where like anyway, so you're lost at sea, you find a shipping container that's floating, and then inside is the whole thing's
Yeah.
filled with edible pasties.
You'd be alive.
Like, do they have any
Fruit roll-up,
calories?
like nutrients and calories.
Like, is there enough calories to actually survive off of?
Here's my take would be that it would be the placebo effect of the nourishment from the pasty that would keep you alive.
Like, is there any? There's got to be some
That's what I
sugar,
think.
it's like
Okay.
some glucose.
Probably some glucose in those, but remember, they still make the edible panties, which is like a big fruit roll up.
Yeah, that's like a full meal.
So there you go.
Full. I just ate 9 panties. Oh, I'm gonna puke.
3 Rudolph.
You get fatter. They pick you on a helicopter. Like then you got like what's his name? You got Ashton Kutcher, and then the other guy, Tin Cup. They come down the lines, and then they rescue you, and they're like, "This guy got fatter in the."
What happened?
What'd you do? I said, I've been sitting here. I've only been eating edible. I ate 900 packages.
Okay, you laugh, but I don't remember now because the last 2 years have gone by in a blur. If it was this year or last year, but there was a typical storm at sea, and there was a lot of containers that came off of one of the big ships, and it was a ton of adult product in there.
Oh no!
Really?
It is absolutely at the bottom of the ocean somewhere between here and China.
Or somewhere there's a whale with a butt plug. He's so happy. So
man.
happy. That's the happiest right in his blowhole. He's like, God, I needed this. I love it. I'm going to move up sizes. I'll move it up.
Okay, edibles. We have a lot of seasonally flavored items for oral play.
Sure.
We have one that's pumpkin pie, a gingerbread. I think there's also
These
a
are like
cranberry one.
dipping sauces, right?
Well, this is to actually kind of make you salivate a little bit more too. Kind of.
Oh, okay.
If you kind of have a little dry
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah,
So it's made
These
by
are like,
Doc
These are like
Johnson.
sucking candies.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I wish they would go.
Dude, you need this. This is your problem. This is dry mouth spray.
Like, in like Jelly Bean world. Like,
Where is that? Wow, you're a nut job.
Well, they'll go novelty sometimes, where it's like, this is a sock or whatever it is, or like they'll go, something gross like puke or whatever. They
Like
should
the Harry
go,
Potter jelly beans.
They should.
Oh, yeah.
They should every once in a while come out with like a deviled egg or
or something more savory.
Yeah, like a ham.
Yeah.
Holiday spiral ham.
I like that one.
Glazed ham.
Yeah, Slim Jim.
Yeah. So it's just something, beyond the delicious pumpkin pie or gingerbread.
This is
or
a dry.
mint.
This is a dry mouth spray, and this is kind of the problems that we have in the studio with talking so much.
Oh, real? Maybe I could use it for my problem I get. Does this help all problems? Because there's some other problems.
It's got 99 problems.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't even know where to go now.
Yeah, keep moving.
So we'll just continue. Those would be great stocking stuffers. And speaking of those, I know we did a lot of toys last time. I just brought a few newer things that maybe we haven't seen.
Sure.
That I thought was kind of cool. This is actually.
Oh, that's
Vito.
an ET. That's an ET finger.
It's called the Licky, and there's a reason. It's a cute little silicone, it's finger-shaped product, but
Yeah, that's
at the
called the ouch.
end is a little tongue, a little flickering tongue, and it's completely, like I said, silicone, submersible. Ooh, it's exciting.
That'll get you good.
You can use it on all kinds of body parts.
No, that's different. Touch that. That's different. That's not like put your finger in there.
Totally rechargeable.
Touch it. Touch
Man.
it.
Is it going to town over there?
It's going to town.
Is it? It looks like it's going in clockwise
Touch it.
motion, but it's
Touch it.
Whoa.
It'll get you, dude. I'm telling you.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, right?
Yeah,
Those are
that-
new, and we have them in the stores. They're
That's
really
nuts.
great.
That's
Really
insane.
fun. That's about 4 inches long or something.
Not even.
Not very large, and it's just fun for play.
That thing's
you know.
going too,
Yeah.
man. Good lord.
Again, the products have gotten so well made, and the things they do are so unbelievable. Like they're surpassing human capability, right? There's no way you could keep up with this. This is what is this? 1,000 RPMs?
I mean,
1,000 licks.
It's crazy.
It really is. Like there are we have listeners legitimately that will write us about the particular product you guys carry, and I don't know its availability, so don't even ask me. But the Auto Blow, we've talked about this before.
Oh yes.
Well, we have people that have those that like are literally like Yeah, take it on the road.
Life-changing.
I'm a trucker. This is, I'm happily married, but I'm bored, and and it's a stressful job, and I have one, and I love it.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, good on you for being open enough about that, and I'm glad you bought a good product.
Highly popular,
Tom
and we have to order them every
mesmerized by this last
Give it to
product.
Sam because it's pretty darn. Look at that, Sam.
I think
That
the
is-
Licky might make it for Christmas. this
Sam, I
year.
think you might. That thing's awesome.
How do I turn
No,
this on?
don't.
I don't know how to turn it
There's a
on.
little
Don't talk
button on
about
the
how
bottom
she-
side.
Go on.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Tom doesn't want the ladies to benefit from any of the fun toys.
No, I'm just saying it's
Yeah, that's too fast.
Right? It goes.
Oh, there's different settings.
Yeah, that
Yes,
things.
yeah.
Now it's going up, down, up, down. Look at it. It was going.
Yep. Lots of different settings, so it doesn't have to just go at a million miles an
How do I
hour.
figure that out?
Engineers.
R&D.
No, but at least do they
Yeah.
do they have
Yeah.
a series of different people like in wherever these are made that let sign up to try the thing?
Some
Product
people
testing?
start.
Oh, don't throw it! It's got uranium
fine.
in it.
It's silicone.
Blow this whole place up.
Sometimes the manufacturer, like this particular company, they start with their own ideas and then they go and have it made. And
Oh,
it probably
gotcha.
takes a good couple years to bring it to market.
And what company is this again?
This is Vito.
Vito.
Vito is one of our best-selling lines. It's great because they're good mid-price point
Right.
items, but they do so much rechargeable, and just the quality's consistent. Lots of silicone
Love
too,
it.
so it's body safe. I try to bring different price points too. The Licky is about $58. Again,
Oh,
rechargeable. Never have to have batteries. It's warranted.
Not very expensive. I
Right,
thought it would be
right.
more.
But battery operated items can still be wonderful, and it gives you a different price point. So I brought an Ellipse. This is just a really cute, beautiful rose colored bullet. It's body safe plastic, but it feels super nice quality. It is nice quality. It's
Is this
made by
the-
Rocksoft.
Are these the guys that concentrate less on the rechargeables and more on the standard batteries, or are these
No,
rechargeable as well?
They do rechargeable and battery. They
Oh,
got
yeah.
got their start in battery operated bullets, and they last forever. And it's such a beautiful packaging. You could put this in a stocking.
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
honestly, it's very high quality. The package looks like you spent a fortune, but it's under $35.
Yeah.
And again, this is a company that stands behind their products, and we love them.
I can't
And
stop
it's
it.
one AAA.
Yeah, that's
Can't
a
stop, won't
Oh,
stop.
there it is.
And you know what's cool? It comes with the battery included. It's just a AAA
Nice.
battery, and it's got lots of power.
Gotcha.
So, super.
This
super,
looks
super.
similar to what my nanny
Yeah,
thought was my wife's
I wasn't going to
toothbrush.
say that. I'm glad you brought
There you
that up.
go.
She put it right. Yeah. So it's discreet enough where you won't know. I mean, if you're.
Well,
I
if you
guess
know, you know.
I guess if you're, what else could this be? You're like, oh, there's no lipstick inside.
Apparently, you know what? I do believe in aliens.
I also brought, just because we were talking sensory
Sensory? Yeah,
play.
yeah.
Thank you. Last time I was here, and we have a line, a little fetishy kind of line by a company called Shots. And this is a diamond studded flogger. It's just meant to be fun and playful, and again to have that sensory
Diamond-studded
play.
flogger.
Yeah, yep. You're more than welcome to actually take it out of the
May
bag.
I?
There.
I mean, I
Yes.
don't want to give you more work, but
No,
I-
it's all
let's see
good.
what this thing looks
The
like here.
packaging is beautiful. That's
It
one of the
is.
reasons I brought it. It's just a really great presentation, and another fun thing to throw in a stocking. It's not too intimidating. This is just, it's got this cute little handle that's made out of this
it's
cut
super nice.
cut glass
Yeah.
stone. Really, really pretty.
Frill this thing out here. Get over here, boy.
Yep. So yeah.
Yeah! Yeah!
Yeah. Now, with the flogging, this is something to be done, I guess, at the partner's discretion as far as how hard you do it.
No, you do this when you're standing in line getting gas.
No, I'm just saying.
Communication is
Yeah.
the key.
Yeah,
If
this is
they
supposed
like
to
it,
be
they're
a-
going to tell you.
It's supposed
right?
to be a surprise flog. You just to jump out of the bushes and just start hitting them in
Yeah.
the face with it.
And that's why this is a little less, I mean, it's not very intimidating. It's not all this leather. It's really just a nice introductory, more sensory piece. Yes, you
Give
can.
it like a dusting.
Yeah, dusting. It's great to slap and play with, but it's not really too over the top.
Now, if you put the actual handle through your hand and cup your hand, it looks like a big diamond.
Yeah, put your
Okay,
fingers.
yeah.
Yep.
You
Well,
put
I've seen particular videos where
Oh, I
they
know
use
it. Yeah.
the
But it's
dual.
the- yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just,
You know.
like, all right.
It's like, knock, knock, who's there?
Like, I have a
Uh-oh.
tail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
UPS. What can Brown do for you? There it is.
Like, you
And
wear
don't-
that during the work?
Yeah.
And if you're looking just for some randomness, we do have couples like advent calendars. So, and you don't, save it and use it throughout the rest of the.
Is this a
the month.
sexy advent calendar?
Yeah, you just scratch it off, and it's going to give you guys something to do. And I mean, why not? Right?
Are there some things?
It's a surprise.
Are there some things in there though that my wife won't want to do?
I don't know, but there's 24 of these sexy and romantic challenges.
Do you have any examples of any of the challenges?
Yeah. And based on my own personal experience, I'm good.
Boring.
For,
no,
I'm good for 2 days of those advent calendars. My wife would be
Honestly,
willing to.
we could open one up and scratch
No,
it.
no,
because
no,
I haven't
no.
done- That's okay because then it's fun and I can post it in the store and we can people can see what one might look like. But
right.
I want them
you
to
know,
be really extreme, like invite stranger over and videotape. You're like, oh my god,
a creative conception.
December 1st,
Switch.
You start out strong. Yeah.
Try sex with a man, even if you're not into it. I'm like, all right, I guess
Yeah, the calendar said
whatever it says.
you call your buddy.
I'll give it a shot. Hey, Tom.
Come on over.
The calendar.
You really want me to open
Yeah,
this? Okay.
absolutely can.
We're
So
getting
Creative
them
Conceptions is the manufacturer. They make
This
a
is super
ton of our
nice.
games. So we have about 2 companies that really are big in the manufacturing of our games, and that is one of them.
Sam, you
And
wanna
they're so
scratch?
cool. Again, another UK company. So let's see what that.
Should we scratch off today's?
They're horny.
I don't even know how to scratch this off. What do I
Well,
scratch
you got to
off with?
scratch off 1 through 9, right? Is this starting the first? Is that? We
Just-
got a lot of
just
sex to
scratch
do
a
before we
couple
get
so
to
that people get a hint. We don't want to reveal them all.
Okay,
Yeah, don't hit them all.
Would everybody admit? Not you, Deborah, because I won't put you there. Well,
she's off
if
limits.
our spouse would do these particular
Yeah,
things,
I will be honest with it.
They're probably pretty
Tame.
tame,
Yeah,
right?
I
Like
would imagine they're not going to be
yeah,
too crazy.
nuts.
It's not going to
Yeah.
be like,
because it's for everybody, right?
Of course, it says from the UK.
yeah.
So they're not all too wild. Day 1, cuddle up for a festive film night with candles, snacks, and drinks. Choose a film with them in mind.
Okay.
So it's just it's a romantic night.
romantic.
I want Pumper. I want Inner Circle.
listen.
Push it some more.
Put on your pasties and cuddle up. That's what I'm saying.
But I don't cuddle with pasties.
Well, watching.
Yeah, Home Alone again. Oh, look, Toy Story. Shoot your eye out.
Okay, we went a little further down the line on December 20th.
Okay.
Treat your partner to a delectable foot rub this evening. Go to town. Toe sucking could be an optional
Whoa,
extra.
that got spicier.
I don't want to do that.
I don't know. Suck my wife's big old toes. My wife's feet are so. Oh my god. My
It
wife's
said it was an option.
Yeah.
my wife's feet look like roller skates or something. They're huge.
Yeah, it's all cracky like Death Valley down there.
Yeah.
It's all cracky
I'm not
heels.
sucking
This
them
one came with a visual. It says tangled antlers. Explore your Car Noel desires in this position. And there's
Tangled antlers.
It's a Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra position right
It's
there.
when
Hold
me
up.
and my wife get our hair tangled and we fight our way to our death and the car hits us.
This looks like a Seth special here.
We're like shaking. We tie our hair together, then we shake in the street nude until a bus runs us both over.
Or a hunter tries to separate you, and you get them good.
Whoa, it's okay, girl, it's okay.
Oh, this is a good one.
As soon as they get us released, I sprint off into the wilderness.
Both of you go commando for an evening out. If you're feeling brave, extend the dare to all
Well, I'm
day.
gonna go to Applebee's with no pants on. I'm gonna get arrested. I'm gonna call Debra. She's like, "What happened? Why are you calling me, Dad?" I'm like, "Debra,
No, she wears like a dress with no panties. You wear gray sweatpants with no panties.
Right.
Is that just
Everybody
make us
knows.
trashy? That just makes us Walmart people.
I go to Chili's in gray sweatpants.
I mean, most people do.
I go to Chili's. My wife has no panties on. I go to sweatpants at Applebee's. We're both sitting there. I'm like, "Are you done with your riblets? We're fighting."
Like, oh, this is gonna be rough after.
You guys have your imagination is disturbing.
I got food poisoning. Good thing I have on my gray sweatpants.
I got the sizzling plate of fajitas.
I had 3 El Presidente margaritas. I have diarrhea.
They didn't give me enough tortillas. They never give you enough.
God, where's our waitress? Oh, and
Here,
then I forget.
Tom, this is your homework.
I forget you got to pay on that little screen that they set on
oh,
the table.
yeah, it's gross.
I'm drinking my 2-for-1 margaritas out of a plastic mug.
The
Why do they do that?
The mug is too light.
Because chili stinks.
All right.
Have you been there lately? It's the
No,
Bahamas
because
in
I'm
there.
not trying.
It's bad.
Ask your partner to describe a sexual fantasy, then use the day to set the scene and get props for a memorable night.
I want to wear gray sweatpants.
Show me your riblets.
I want to eat so many fajitas.
All right, so yeah, it's a different adventure every day.
Yeah, some are sexy, some are romantic.
You guys
course, we have
are
other
one
kinds.
of the best stops for holiday shopping for sure, because you just have so much damn crazy stuff. I mean, you got everything.
You got candy cane straws. Like, that's not even sexual in any way.
My daughter would love this.
Exactly. Like, you want it. See, I could buy this for somebody on my
Yes.
list. And that's the cool thing. We do
Those are great.
have like Mild to Wild, kind of just fun holiday gifts. So if you're going to a company party and you're just looking for something just a little edgy or kind of making a fun collection, you could still do that. I mean, we have holiday straws, the metal drinking straws. We have some really cute candles from Whiskey River Soaps.
Those are great.
Holiday Drama. It's Crisis Wine, Soy Wax Candle. And all of these smell terrific. We have Pure Premium Christmas S because I can't say it.
Funny.
Okay.
Yeah, I love little, cute little gifts like that.
And it's Boughs of Holly and all that crap. And it's a
Oh,
cute
wow.
little tin. These smell wonderful.
Smell that,
You
dude.
can throw this into a fun gift exchange and nobody's going to be terribly offended. If you'd like to offend somebody, we do have offensive crayons.
Okay.
So,
I
you
like
know.
that. That's called the Daniel, by the way. When you take a inappropriate gift to a company white elephant party,
you got to. I hate
and
white
then a Marine
elephants.
opens a dildo.
Yeah, that's the Daniel. Oh, yeah, that's good too.
And it says, it's the porn pack. And on the back, it's basically says everything's a dildo if you're brave enough. Even this box.
Write that down. That's
so
good.
it's super cute.
The box!
Very offensive. Lots of fun. If you got something that you want to do a little edgier version of. And don't forget that we sell
cute.
the hilarious greeting cards. I brought some of the least offensive ones, just the more fun. But people come to us just for these cards. So if you want super sexy or a little bit irreverent, we have those.
Oh, these are great. Yeah, and these are not offensive at all. It's like silly, like old school kind of
Yes.
Like novelty cards.
witty cards. Is that for smoking weed and drinking coffee?
It absolutely
You
is.
guys
It's
still-
amazing.
I forget that brand. What is
Yep,
it?
Yep. This is from Fashion Craft, and it's roast and toast.
Roast and
Yeah,
toast.
and so we have all kinds of roast and toast mugs, but at the holidays we have Santa and we have snowmen, and
It's
they're
got a carb on it.
super,
This
super
is
cute.
dope.
Or you get that for your meemaw who doesn't know. And then
That's
you just
pretty funny.
Okay, I'm going to tell
You
you, we do
laugh
have
and
a
laugh.
little
Put your
matching
sugar in there.
We actually have a matching stash
card.
jar that is so cute. You could use it for anything.
This is super well made too. It's like
yeah.
really cool, man.
Yep.
And the price point on this whole thing is like $26 for this little guy. He's great. He's super cute.
Like, if you did get that for your pop-up or your meemaw and they didn't know.
Some
it
pop-pops
be-
would love that.
Well-
Some old helicopter pop-pops that are down at True Leave because they got back pain. You get him that, and oh, goddamn, finally something I like. Like,
Perfect for
Yeah.
Ross.
oh, dude,
Yeah.
that is perfect for Ross.
Yep. And I did, we do have a nice collection of Santa
Oh,
hats.
those are cool.
And this has got a little LED light on the end of your Santa hat, and it's kind of that Dr. Seuss style, so you can form it to whatever
Yes.
shape you want. And
I
yeah.
like
awesome.
that better because
Here, look at that guy.
the normal long Santa hat,
Too floppy.
it flops over, so you look like old man gets out of bed
Yep.
to
Yeah,
go to
you
the
look like
outhouse.
Ebenezer
Rip
Scrooge.
Van Winkle there. Yeah.
You
So
need the metal in there.
Yep. So again, we like all the fun stuff. We like to have a little bit of everything. And when I saw that they had this, that's
Oh, yeah. That's
That's what you're supposed to do, right?
I guess for
didn't
videos
know
later,
that,
yeah.
but,
For Melissa,
Oh,
sure.
my God.
yep. So that's
Well, I mean, well, it's not like we're not in the
You should have
talking
done
about
that.
it.
You absolutely should not have done that.
So,
Gonna get pulled from Twitch.
problem? Should I have not done that? I mean, that's how I felt at the time.
That's how he felt in his car.
At your core,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. So that's just a little sampling,
That's
but we have so
awesome.
much more. Definitely come see us now while the selection
Yeah,
is good.
Debra can't bring the entire store. If you've never been, it's a destination. It's worth going. Here's something you can do. If my wife and I like to, during the holidays, we usually have 1 or 2 days where we get to go shopping together for other people. in our lives. And it's kind of fun. We do the thing where we go out, we're both off, we'll go have lunch together. I know a lot of other couples do that. It's a nice spot to stop by. It's a fun place if you've never been there. It's a cool destination to go and check out the store and really see what they've done with it. Because it's unlike any other, I guess, adult store you would ever go to. It's very, very much like you walk inside and you're not going to know where you're at. It's pretty impressive. So you got to go down there and check it out yourself. So if you've never been, this is the perfect time to drop by the store.
And as we get in a few more days, we're going to offer some gift with purchase on some of our favorite brands: We Vibe, Romp, Womanizer. Everybody knows a Womanizer.
Yes.
So yeah, there's going to be some really cool gift with purchase.
Nice.
You know what? All of our listeners seem to like. You gave us so many of those D candies. And we sprinkled some in every single.
We put the magic all over Orlando.
Did you?
Yeah, and all of our Christmas stockings, they all came with a little sprinkling of Christmas teas.
And you could buy those at Fairvilla and sprinkle them in gifts and put a smile on anybody's face.
It makes everybody laugh.
Yeah, we have like little small packs too, so you can grab a bag of the small packs.
They're like
and
little
then you just toss
individual,
them.
so it's safe. We didn't do it that way. We just threw a handful
throw
in
them
there and coughed
That's
on them
good.
first. And
But
absolutely,
it makes everybody smile, right?
Yeah, it does.
A little D candy. How could you not?
Everyone loves a little D.
yeah.
And that's coming from Little D.
There you go.
Deborah, thanks so much for stopping by.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it.
Happy holidays to you and your crew, please.
Thanks.
Give them some love from us, and we can't wait to see you next year.
Yeah,
Right,
and again, multiple locations. There's the OBT location, the location over on the coast, on the Space Coast, location on iDrive, Secrets Hideaway, and
there might be a meetup secret.
Yeah, it looks like we are having our guys are getting together. They're doing a little fun time for boys and girls. So nothing wrong with that.
Key West. Yep, yeah. And Fairvilla.com for all your online stuff.
And the university, if you're looking for educational aspects for all of this, you can just subscribe
I feel like Tom should sign up for all of those.
Yeah.
Right?
The classes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to do a uncensored class in here with our wives. Maybe we can get Samantha's husband.
Travis?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then do like a course on something, and then
Dirty talk.
that one's hard for me.
You heard that?
It'd be something else like.
That's why you selected it.
Yeah, that's why I
be
selected
different
it.
style.
What do you mean different?
Like,
French dirty.
Gangnam style.
Gangnam style. Perfect.
Yeah, like
Animal style.
Yeah. I would prefer the B job.
Oh, okay. So very selfish.
Man.
What? Why is it selfish?
I don't need a class in that.
I don't need a class in that either. What do I need a class in that?
Everybody can do some extra learning. I'm sure there's some sort of techniques that you don't know, and I mean, the
So you
professionals
just want
teach you.
Debra to get one of her professionals that she knows to come in here and teach her wife how to do that?
Well, better.
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying. I'm sure that everybody could approve.
I mean, I'm not anti it, but I don't want to take the class. Am I supposed to send Andrea?
Well, we'll do it live and
Why am I here?
Well, we'll just see.
Well, you have to tell your wife what you like because not everybody likes the same thing.
I like it all. I'm not picky about it.
I will
to me,
tell you that
I
we
didn't know
could just
that-
make it an oral class period,
Okay.
and then
Oh,
we
yuck.
can be, Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're
Really?
right.
I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
How
How
did
you
you
get
do that?
calendar? Yeah. There's only one way to do it. I mean, what other way?
This is the way.
Oh,
Mandalorian.
God. Clam DeLorean.
Clam DeLorean.
I'm sorry.
You're off the show.
I gotta
Why
leave.
would you
I gotta
say
go
that?
home.
Why would you say Clam DeLorean?
Because Tom's rubbing off.
Don't say he's rubbing
No.
nothing. He ain't rubbing nothing.
I'm sorry, Debra. All right. Fairvilla.com. And
Get on it.
Yep. Send us some pics.
What?
Shouldn't have said that. Bye-bye.